Hello everyone, welcome on into the stream. Hello Rain, hello White Kaneko, hope you're all doing well. Let me just switch it over, there we go. Welcome on in. We are finally doing this event. I've been so excited to do this event. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just picking up lunch, hell yeah. Just had my own lunch actually. Had some chips and everything. You could do some food and chips. Hope you have a good lunch as well. Oh, there's the Zhongli statue. There he is. When are we getting that as an outfit? Please. Please. Oh my goodness. Anyways, it is time to start this new event. Let's just get right into it. I am so excited for it. It's been out for like a week. I've just been a bit procrastinating, I guess. But we're doing it. You just got lunch as well, Rain? Very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, whoa. Yeah, this is all set up.
Seriously? But Mr.
Right.
Morris, I don't
Oh,
understand,
it's Xavier.
sir.
He's
How
here.
could you only be telling me this now?
Ramina Zuma, he's here. I need to turn auto on.
I'm afraid that there's nothing really I can do.
Just finished the
I'm
Star Rail
facing a
Trailblazer quest.
crisis
Oh,
at hand
okay.
tight.
Hopefully that was fun. I have
But
to I
what
have to
about
catch
my
up on the Star Rail
films?
so much. Yo, Bloomy, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well.
Well, I'm
Hope you're
afraid
doing
you'll have to
well. I
come
am
up with
so
something on
excited for
your
this.
own.
It's gonna be so cool.
Take it from me. Sometimes you just have to let things go. Same goes for this film festival.
All right.
Oh, oh.
So Xavier's here.
Isn't that Xavier? So he's back in
It's
Fontaine
so cool to see him
now.
back here. Hey Xavier.
Oh, why, if it isn't the dear traveler and Paimon. I really didn't expect to bump into you here at this time.
How have you been?
Well, I was doing just fine until I received some terrible
Oh,
news.
there's Chevreuse in the background.
The investor I was working with for my
I
upcoming
see her.
film
I
has
see her in the
fallen upon some
background.
hard times and is no longer able to provide the promised amount of funds.
Oh no.
Can't you just find a different investor?
Unfortunately, that's not how it works. We had signed an agreement specific to the Fontanalia Film Festival, stipulating that I cannot work with any other investors
Damn.
until the festival is finished.
That's not fair.
The Fontanalia Film Festival? What's that?
Yeah, actually, what is that? I
This
haven't
your
heard
first
about
time
that.
participating in Fontaine's Fontanalia Film Festival? Then allow me to fill you in. The Fontanalia Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Loch Knights, who
Oh,
went to the
okay.
west to search for the Oceanids, and eventually welcomed the Hydro Arconageria.
Okay.
The holiday is deeply connected to the founding of Fontaine, as well as its unique laws and trials. It's one of the most important festivals for this nation.
Interesting.
What's with that weird expression on your face? It's like you're trying really hard to remember something.
Ah, I was just trying to recall the exact description from the books.
Fair
In
enough,
order to
man.
avoid any unnecessary arguments over semantics. I usually try to recite things straight from the source.
Well, either way, Paimon thinks she gets it now. It's just like the Windbloom Festival in Mondstadt, and the Lantern Rite in Lille.
Yeah.
Yes, those are festivals of a similar variety. Who doesn't like a good festival?
I love
And just like those
festivals.
of other nations,
Lantern Rite's gonna be
Fontaine
next
holds a
update too. That's gonna be
plethora of
so
events
fun.
around this time
Gonna
each
be so
year.
much fun.
To commemorate the Loch Knights, people will imitate them by putting on special costumes, raising golden cups, and going door to door asking for pure water. Well, a few
Interesting.
years ago, Lady Farina started to find the whole idea a little drab, and so decided to change the part about pure water to sweets.
Of course you did.
Really doesn't surprise Paimon at all.
Yeah.
The whole thing seems more akin to a carnival now, and it's quite popular among the kids. Every year, you can
Trial
hear
or
a bunch of
treat.
them saying, "Trial or treat."
Oh, that sounds pretty fun.
It's
But
Halloween.
how does that connect back to the film festival you mentioned?
Ah, yes, it appears I've strayed off topic.
I'm excited to see the rest of this
I
event, but
just
I've
got
only
too
done the first
excited
part so
after
far. Fair
seeing
enough.
you.
I'm
Let
excited
me
to see
get
all
the
of it.
point. The Fontanalia Film Festival is an event proposed by the Fontaine Film Association this year.
Okay.
Now that film technology has matured as a medium, it's the perfect time to introduce more people to the art form. During
Makes
this
sense.
time,
All right.
people may submit films to be evaluated, and the entry with the highest score will be given the Farina Award
The Farina
by the
Award.
association.
The what award?
Imagine if Farina wins the Farina
The
Award.
Farina Award. You know, after the Hydro Archon. They coined it while Lady Farina was still in power, but even though things have changed, no one has made any motion to update the name. Perhaps everyone still thinks of it as a pretty appropriate name. Even though she isn't the Hydro Archon any longer, Lady Farina is still Fontaine's superstar.
True.
Anyone with eyes can see the way she shines on the stage.
We saw that yesterday, didn't we?
Guess the name does work pretty well when you put it that way.
Oh, but who would have guessed there'd be an issue with the funding? How will I ever explain this to Miss Chiori? Not to say all
Oh?
the other actors who
I'm
traveled
gonna meet
all the way
Chiori.
here
I'm
from
so excited.
Inazuma.
Chiori? Sounds familiar. Where have we heard that name before?
Yeah, she runs the clothing store.
Yes, that's her. I asked her to oversee the event's art direction, including the design of the
Get to
actors'
meet her, I'm so
costumes
excited.
and appearances.
When's she gonna be playable? I'm hoping
Oh,
4.5.
remembers now? Navia said that her clothes were designed by Chiori, and Kirara's outfit too.
Yeah, exactly.
How to
Lenny and Annette as well.
describe her? Well, she tends to be pretty direct and can be very forceful when it comes to dealing with people. The fashion world in Fontaine has dubbed her the Thundering Seamstress.
Thundering
Her
seamstress.
remarkable
That
designs
sounds
have
cool.
led many Fontanians to become very interested in Inazuma.
That is so
Anyway,
funny.
Chiori
Fontanians
is
are interested in
acquainted with
Inazuma,
all
and
the
Inazumans
actors
are
I've
interested in
invited from
Fontanians,
Inazuma.
like Ayaka's outfit.
Help, I don't think I
Oh,
would
that's
have been
funny.
able to get such an international cast for the film.
It's so funny.
She really is a kind soul.
Who are the actors from Inazuma? Do we know them?
Oh yeah, we know
Why
them.
don't the two of you accompany me to the Aquabus station to welcome them? Judging from the time, the Aquabus should be arriving shortly. Chiori will
Get to
be
meet
bringing them
Chiori.
there as well.
It's gonna be so cool. The crack of muskets breaking the silence. Ooh. Alright. Oh. Oh, that looks cool. I love the little animations they do for the events. Oh, look how cool that looks. Ooh. So cool. So cool. I'm guessing, yeah, these are like the games and stuff. And there's 5 parts to this? Wow. Quite a long one. Okay. Alright, we have to get up to the Aquabus station, so let's go. Let's go. I have to call the lift. Just jumping and waiting. Call it again. Keep calling it. Running. I know. I'm impatient. Look at her hair just glitch up and down. It's fun. There we go. It's here. Clementine line. Navia has her own line. Here we go. Chiori! There she is! Oh, she's so pretty. How do you walk in that? Okay. Oh, that's such a pretty outfit. Oh, there's her vision. I saw her vision.
Miss Chiori?
Your talk with the investor sure went fast.
Look how pretty she
Aquabus
is.
hasn't even arrived yet. Oh?
Yeah, her design is so pretty. Oh my gosh.
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and
One of my
Pilot.
new favorite characters, honestly.
Pleased to meet you.
She has Nina's Newman vision. Okay.
Guys,
Now I know for
Chiori,
sure.
the owner of Chioriya Boutique, is a skilled seamstress, so it's a real pleasure to finally meet you in person.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure she wouldn't always look like a cat that had been unceremoniously dropped in a bucket of paint.
Okay.
So tell me, what happened? I can tell
Yeah,
the
she's amazing. I love her
conversation
so
didn't go
much.
quite as expected.
Me too, Rain.
Well, it's like this.
Ugh.
I know, Chiori, you don't have to say it. You did remind me that this investor was a little bit sketchy.
Yes, there's no doubt about that.
But how could I pass it up? He offered me twice as much as the others.
And therein lies the problem.
Yeah.
Yes, but just put yourself in my shoes. After obtaining such an excellent script, it's only natural that I would want to make the most of the film.
She's just so pretty, I can't get over it. When's she playable? Better be soon.
It's difficult to find someone willing to front such a
It better
large
be
amount
soon.
of
It better be
aura,
4.5.
Don't be sad, Xavier. We might be able to help scrounge up some more together for you.
Oh, thank you, Paimon. That means a lot to me. But the cost of the film is staggering. I'm afraid that any Mora we can scrounge together in a short amount of time won't even be able
Should be
to
on my
cover
team
the
as soon as I get her Me
actors'
Too.
fees.
We need to move on. What's happened has already happened.
But
and
another
there's no
Geo
changing
character.
it.
That's interesting.
But now's
How many
not
more
the time
Geo
to give up.
characters are coming to Genshin?
What? You're saying that you have a plan?
One hair's being annoying. There we go.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm simply saying I wouldn't give up just yet. The actors I recommended aren't just after
I want to know
Mora,
so much
after
more
all.
about her. I hope she'll be a 5-star so we get a proper story quest. Yeah, I hope so too. I really hope so. Like, please, please let her be a 5-star. I mean, her design looks like a 5-star. Alright, there's Ayato and Ayaka in her outfit too. Yoimiya. They're all here.
Then where do you live? We Malazines live in Marcy Village. The only way to enter is from underwater.
Oh, you must be pretty tired after work every day, right? I mean, you have to swim all that way just to go home.
You're so thoughtful. But some Malazines choose to live in the Court of Fontaine because it's so much more convenient.
And this is our stop.
Oh, we've arrived. But I haven't even finished chatting
I love
with Halo
Yoimiya so
yet.
much. She just loves chatting with everyone. It's so
I also
cute.
enjoyed Aval's introductions to Fontaine along the way. Everything you described was so clear and detailed that we can't help but want to hear more.
Thank you so much. I'm usually working here on this aqua bus, so I hope I'll have the chance to see you again. There are still many more places I'd like to
They're here.
introduce
They're
to you.
This is Fontaine. Inazuma's people are in Fontaine. I'm so excited I can't think straight.
Welcome to the Court of Fontaine.
Chiori, you sure have changed a lot. This is the first time we've seen you since you left Inazuma.
Of course they
I
know each
hadn't
other. That makes
realized
sense.
It's been so long. I was in such a rush when I left that I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Thank you for extending the invitation, Mr. Xavier. I'm looking forward to a fruitful trip here in Fontaine.
We know them.
It's an honor to have the head of the Kamisato clan visit us.
So they're who you meant when you said you had actors coming from Inazuma?
Oh? It's the Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, it's us.
Wow, what a coincidence! Ayaka and I were just talking about you on the way here. Are you also here for the film?
We just ran into Xavier earlier and came over with him.
It's gonna be so cool.
But I'm not an actress. Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka are the real actors here. I'm just tagging along with Ayaka to have a good time together.
About that, I mean, how was I supposed to contact you when I was making preparations for the film? I figured you were probably busy, and I didn't want to disturb you. So I could only keep you in the back of my mind while I sought other actors to play the lead roles in the film.
Fair enough.
I've been thinking about a surprise reunion with you during our trip here. But you still managed to surprise me first.
Yep, that's us. We spooky boo. We spooky
so
boo
you
appear out of
know
thin
each other
air.
already. My, what a coincidence. What
Yeah,
are the
I have
chances
them on my
everyone
team
could be brought
sometimes.
together here like this? Why don't we go to Hotel de Boer and catch up over a meal? I've already made a reservation.
To the hotel.
Did you
Ayaka is so pretty, it's true. She is, especially in this outfit. Welcome on in, Hyun. Hope you're doing well today.
I'll be sure to tell the boss to serve a few more delicious dishes just to make sure there'll be enough food.
Very well. Then please, kindly lead the way, Mr.
It's so
Xavier.
cool seeing them here. Chiori's slightly taller than Ayaka and Yoimi because of her shoes. That's funny.
know. The buildings in Fontaine are so tall. Just look at how big they are. And there's the fountain that Aval mentioned earlier. It really
Really
is
is a cool fountain, isn't it?
magnificent sight. And look at that huge spinning sphere. Where does it get its power? Wait a sec. Could it be one of those clockwork mecha we've heard so much about?
It's literally us when we first heard about Fontaine. Like look at all this. Like, what's this and all that. It's so cool. Let's teleport up to Hotel de Board. Need to make dinner now, so I'll be back later. Enjoy the event. All right, enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much. But it's like what they're saying is like literally what I feel like what I was saying and thinking when we first went to Fontaine, which is just so cool.
So this
No, I
is
just
what
like seeing people
Inazuma
excited
feels
about what I
like.
get excited about. It's
Sure
fun.
is different from what we have in Inazuma. How should I describe it? It seems like you have to go through a lot more steps to make them. And the flavor has many layers too.
Ah, yes. When I first went to Inazuma, I actually thought the food there tasted a little too bland. It took some time for me to get used to it.
Let's get back to the purpose of this trip for a moment, shall we?
We're just talking about
How have
food.
preparations for the film been coming along, Mr. Xavier?
Well, I've already assembled most of the film crew, a lighting specialist, a prop manager, and a costume designer. I've also bought the copyrights from the novel's author.
That's good.
Oh, it's called The Two Musketeers, right? I read the script you sent me on the way here.
The Two
Sorry, it's
Musketeers. What
pretty
happened to the
good.
third one?
Originally, I was planning to start filming as soon as Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka arrived in Fontaine, but I'm afraid I've run into a bit of a problem.
Uh-oh.
Oh? What is it?
It has to do with the film's investor, Mr. Morris. He suddenly informed me this morning that he's encountered some financial trouble and
Uh-oh.
will be unable to release to me the amount of funding agreed upon.
That's not good.
It's said that Fontaine's legal system is well developed. If he has violated the contract, then can't you simply take him to court over the matter?
Well, I'm still more concerned about filming. Even if I were to take him to court, I'm afraid it would take months before the case could even be heard.
Yeah.
Then, is there a way we could raise funds ourselves to solve the problem?
I've considered that option too, but unfortunately, it's difficult to gather such a large amount of mora on such short notice. Besides, we have to consider the film festival's submission deadline.
That's true, yeah. A lot of work to do.
Mr. Xavier, if Ayaka and I were willing to perform for free,
Oh.
would that resolve the problem you are currently facing?
What? No, out of the question. To have you come all this way just to act for free? Oh, no, that won't do.
There's no need to worry, Mr. Xavier. My brother and I had actually intended to work for free after receiving your invitation.
Oh, they're so sweet.
Inazuma has only recently reopened its borders, and needs to strengthen its relations and cultural ties with other nations.
True.
We didn't have many collaboration projects with Fontaine in the past, so we hoped this trip would serve as a good start for the future.
Yes, I'd
Indeed.
love more stuff like that.
You could say that's the
Or
real
people from other
reason why the
nations and other
Yashiro
nations,
Commission
I'd love
agreed
it.
to come to Fontaine.
I understand, but having you two act for free just doesn't seem right.
Not at all. While we're officially here to conduct a cultural survey of sorts, we must express our sincerity if we want to establish formal cultural ties with your nation.
True.
This film will serve as proof of friendly cooperation and cultural exchange between Inazuma and Fontaine. It's my hope that the film can be finished and released as smoothly as possible.
Hell yeah.
If you still don't feel comfortable with this arrangement, I would also be more than happy to be introduced to some other renowned individuals in Fontaine's literary and artistic circles.
All right, I'll do as you say. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah.
I'll make sure to cobble together enough mora now, even if it means selling my house, my
I don't think
camera,
you need to do
and
that,
every
man.
single family heirloom.
Come on now, no need to go that far. I'll also help you out as a brand sponsor.
We can help too, yeah.
Me too! Even though I didn't bring much more to spend on this trip, it's still better than nothing.
You are too kind, all of you. I really don't know how to.
Aw.
Ew. Alright, enough about that. Now that we have Xavier's savings, my support, and 2 leads who are willing to act for free, I think we will be able to make this happen.
Hell yeah.
So, instead of Mora, you'll help with filming and production.
Oh, but how can we help with that? We don't know much about making a film.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
We did an entire quest with
Get
Xavier.
together, Xavier. Tell us if there are still any open positions left among the crew.
All right. Let me think. We still need a camera operator, a clapper loader, and someone to manage logistics.
Okay.
I originally wanted to personally serve as director, but I've been too busy working as the producer. So the positions of director and director's assistant will also need
That's
to be
where
filled.
Farina comes in.
Paimon knows what the director and the logistics support person do, but what's a clapper loader?
The thingy.
The
The
clapper loader is responsible for using the
The-
clapper board to
yeah,
record and
that
organize
thingy.
the information of each
The clapper
shot.
board.
When the
The-
camera operator begins shooting, the work requires both
I don't think it's being
patience
picked up by
and
the mic.
careful attention to detail.
A clapper board? Oh, you mean the thing they hold that goes clap whenever they start filming?
Exactly.
Yes, that's right. Are you interested in that job?
For sure! Paimon's always wanted to try that.
All right, then you'll be our clapper loader. I can find someone from the store to help with logistics. What do you think, Xavier?
Oh, fine by me. As for our camera operator, I was thinking of letting the Traveler take the role.
Oh,
I can do it.
he's great
Oh,
when it
hello,
comes to
microphone.
using the camera.
I look good on
Paimon
camera, so I can operate one too.
taken photos of during our journey.
Yes, that's also what I was thinking. I noticed the Traveler had an eye for photography and composition when we worked together previously.
I'm sure
Exactly.
that's due to the traveler's journey across Devat and all the places they've seen.
Got the mail?
After so many adventures,
Maybe.
using a camera must be second nature by now.
What do you say, Traveler? Are you interested in the job?
Lights, camera, action.
Thank you. It really means a lot to me. Come on, friend. Let me give you a big warm
Oh,
hug.
okay. Think we better get to work.
So all that's left for us to find is
Alpha
a
doesn't like
director
being
and an
hugged.
assistant.
Oh,
I need to clean this
I
monitor.
will be the director's assistant. All we need to do is help the director, right? I can handle that.
All right, then all we need is a director. Oh, all the well-known directors in Fontaine are probably also busy working on their own films these
Farina,
days.
we'll get Farina.
Not sure who will have time to help.
Oh, Farina helped out a theater troupe recently by
Yeah, she
serving
did that
as an
yesterday.
artistic consultant. She could be a good director, right? Besides, it's not like she has anything else to do right now.
I'm on.
Farina? Do you really think Lady Farina would be willing to help us with our humble project?
Yeah.
Isn't that the name of Fontaine's Hydro Archon? My brother has already informed me about what happened here in Fontaine.
Yep, that's her. She helped out a theater troupe not too long ago, and now she's taking up work as a director.
Very fun.
Well,
I saw that musical. Her performance was perfect, and the storyboards were also excellent. Don't let her former identity intimidate you. She's the best candidate we can think of right now. You'll never know until you give her a shot.
Dang, I love Chiori. She's awesome.
you're right, Chiori. I'll do anything for the sake of my film. Anything! Then I'll have to ask the Traveler and Paimon to show me the way to Lady Farina's residence.
All
I
right.
just hope she'll agree to help.
Do you need us to also come along?
No, there's no need to trouble you with this. Besides, you've just arrived in Fontaine, and I'm sure there are many places you would like to visit. Just leave this task to me. It's part of my duties as the producer.
Hell yeah.
Very well. Then we'll be waiting to hear the good news.
I'll go with you. By the way, you might want to consider bringing a gift.
True.
Don't worry, we won't simply drop you off at Farina's place. We know Farina pretty well by now, so having some familiar faces
Yeah, Farina's
there
our
should
friend.
help your chances. Besides, the whole thing was our idea in the first place.
All right, then I'll start making preparations. As for the gift...
A gift for someone who was once seen as the Hydro Archon. I wonder what she would like.
I recall that Lady Farina once fancied a clockwork ring, so perhaps I should get another exquisite clockwork contraption for her.
Huh?
Interesting.
Can't we just bring some desserts, like the Fontinalia mousse?
Oh, the Fontinalia mousse. That's the new dish.
Fontinalia Festival happening right now? I heard Abel tell us on the Aquabus that Farina introduced the tradition of going door to door and asking for sweets.
That's true, yeah.
To do something like that, she must have a real sweet tooth.
I agree with Yoimiya. If the gift is too fancy, it might actually make her feel more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Alright then, let's go buy some Fontinalia mousse.
Oh yeah. Oh, we do get the recipe, don't we? I saw that on the gift thing. Oh, that was a smooth transition.
But will that really be enough? We'll be asking her to do a lot of work, you know.
You're right. We need
You
to
want to make the
further
dessert so bad? Yeah, it does look really good.
deal.
I've seen it.
Huh? You want something even sweeter than Fontinalia mousse?
Yes, we'll need a gift that's sweeter than any dessert in the world.
Well, what could that be?
Your words of praise.
Oh, okay. We can do that. Try it next time you bake. Fair enough. We got the new recipe. We got the new recipe. Where's our cooking thing? I want to cook it. Let me cook. Let me cook. Guess we need to cook. Yo, welcome back, White Kaneko. Hope you're doing well. We just got our new recipe. We're gonna go cook. Oh my gosh. Alright, where is the... There it is. Alright. New recipe. I think I have everything for it. Oh, that looks so good. I do not. I need more bird eggs. Why do you need so many bird eggs for all these dishes? Alright. Well. Oh, almond, that's right, the new event. The Lost Riches event is back. We'll have to do that later this week too. We'll do the cooking later. Bring Japanese food and boba? Hell yeah. That's so good. You got some for me, right? Right? I'll have to get my own? Okay. Alright, Farina's apartment now, though.
We're here. This is where Farina lives.
Okay, I'll go knock on the door.
No, mine. Fair enough.
Seriously, who's knocking before afternoon tea? Who are you?
Lady Farina, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Xavier, a film director.
Hello. Oh, is that the traveler in Paimon I see behind you?
Yep, that's us.
And who's this?
Jury.
I'm Chiori.
Ah, the one from Chioria Boutique. Hello, hello.
Sleepy Farina,
what
yeah.
are you all doing here? Do you need something? Did you just get up, Farina? It's already past noon, you know.
Try to be nice, Paimon.
Oh, Paimon means the weather is so nice in the afternoon and the sun is so warm. Just like how you make us feel. Sleeping in late is a really smart idea.
Oh, Paimon.
No. I was just up late last night reading some novels. What does sleeping in have to do with the weather?
This is a small gift we've prepared for you, Lady Farina. We hope
Farina's
you
me in the
like it.
morning before coffee.
No
Fair
need to
enough.
be so formal. I'm just a regular person like everyone else now. Oh, is this Fontinalia
Oh, that's so
mousse?
cute.
It's one of my favorites.
That's great! So, actually, there's something we need your help with. Given your renowned passion and understanding of drama, I would like to ask that you serve as the director of our film crew.
Yeah.
But didn't you just say that you're a director?
Yes, but for
Yo,
this
Frank Gunner,
particular
welcome on
project,
in. Hope you're
I
doing well
really
today.
want
It has
to
been
be
quite a
producer.
bit. It has been
Besides,
quite a
I'm
bit.
sure that your
We're back. We're doing the
understanding of
event.
performing arts far
We're doing the event.
surpasses
We are
my
here.
own, Lady
Finally.
Farina.
I'm so excited to be
Are
back.
The Traveler and Paimon also part of the film crew?
We are part of a film crew.
We sure are. Paimon's the clapper loader and he's the camera operator. Camera operator? That can be a pretty technical job, and it directly affects the final quality of the film.
Are you really up to it?
I have experience.
No, I'm not questioning your abilities. It's just that I've never really seen you use a camera before.
Maybe you can come up with
I
a
do
test
plenty
for
of
the
camera
traveler
work.
and
Have you
see for
watched my
yourself.
YouTube videos,
And if he
Farina?
can
Come
satisfy
on.
you with his camera
Come
skills,
on.
then you'd have nothing to worry
Happy New
about
Year and stuff. Yeah, Happy New Year to you
What do you
too. Hope it's a
say?
good one.
You
2024
sure
is
are
going to be
getting better
amazing. Got my
rolling
new
with the
calendar up, of
situation,
course, on the
Paimon.
wall there.
Oh, I do wish to see how skilled the traveler really is.
But yeah,
with
it's gonna be so fun.
All right. How about this? We'll work with what we have. I'll give you some.
Gotta go. I've been putting off stuff for too long. All right, fair enough. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good one.
Very good. It's essential for the camera operator to understand the director's vision. I'll make my decision after seeing your work. Are you ready? I have high standards, you know.
I am ready.
Okay. Grab the camera and
Got a
I'll
Black Panther
give you
calendar?
some
Ooh, that's so
audio.
cool. I got the Kurzgesagt one. Every year I get the Kurzgesagt calendar. Alright. Okay. So we're filming. Narration requirements. Okay. We have to show off the workshop. There we go. Yeah, okay. Second one. Forging machine at work. Yep. Working. Okay. Gotta show the weapons. There we go. And then goes off the workshop. Okay. Let's do it. Look at our filming quality. Located in the court of Fontaine. Oh, that's too fast for me to read. This machine can precisely control the force applied and the temperature. Thanks to this machine, the owner of Beaumont Workshop, Estelle, can comfortably enjoy each day at work. But worry not, for the weapons produced by Beaumont Workshop are of outstanding quality, with exquisite craftsmanship, and if weapons are what you... I just keep cutting myself off. Oh my gosh. Should I start having a calendar? You gotta get a Kirby calendar, Rain.
It appears that you have
Gotta get
more
yourself a
skill
Kirby
than I
calendar.
thought. All the shots had a great composition, and I could really feel a connection to the characters and their lines.
So, what's the verdict?
Does that mean you agree to be our director, Farina?
Did you think I would agree just like that? After our performance of The Little Oceanid, I've begun to make a name for myself again, you know. In fact, I've already had several troops approach me for the Fontanalia Film Festival.
Yeah, are you going to buy one right
Unfortunately, the
now,
scripts
Rain?
were all pretty boring and didn't pique my interest. If others were to find out I agreed to work with you so easily, then, well...
Hey, but didn't we have a deal? What else do we need to do to convince you, Farina?
Yeah, come on, Farina.
Well, what about the pay?
Huh?
You know, how much you're willing to pay me to be the director? The pay is also an important factor for me to consider, you know.
True.
Well, I can offer you this much?
We'll pay you in cake.
What? That's all? If Nervilat were to hear of this, he could charge you with underpaying your labor.
I'm sorry, but our crew is in a tight financial spot at the moment.
I see. Well, even though it's highly unlikely now that I'll join your crew, there's
Oh.
still something I'd like to ask.
Gotta wait to buy it tomorrow, but yes, we get one. Fair enough.
What film are you planning to make?
Oh, our script is an adaptation of The Two Musketeers.
Let me guess, she's gonna really like it now.
Wait, you mean the suspense
Yep,
thriller
okay.
that was the #1 bestseller?
Oh, so Farina's ready too.
And Farina likes it, so she's gonna be
I've
wanna
always had a
You're gonna wanna be a part of
keen
it.
interest in artistic works that strike a chord with the populace. I see. It all makes sense now. You must have used most of the budget to pay for the copyright.
Not really. The novel's author transferred the copyright to me practically for free once he heard that I wanted to make a film adaptation of the story. The lack of budget is due to another issue.
Aw.
He probably just wants to get his name out there. So, Mora isn't the most important thing to him right now. It reminds me of a delivery courier who wears one of my designs while traveling all across Teyvat.
She's
I
mentioning
didn't charge
Kirara.
her much for the outfit either. The exposure she provides for my brand is well worth it.
Hell yeah.
So,
You guys want a
are you
Genshin
a
calendar? Made
fan
one
of
for this year. We can share in the
story
Discord
then?
later. Hell yeah, yeah. Put it in the Discord. I'd love to see it.
It's alright. The pacing of the story is good, but the character relationships could use some work. When I was reading it before, I always felt like some things were left on a rather unsatisfactory
Probably join the
note.
Discord first.
I have
Well, I have a
standards,
button
you know.
for it. I click it.
Pen,
Oh, Rain beat me.
Mr.
What the heck, Rain?
If,
I had a
hypothetically
button.
speaking,
I was trying to show
I
off the button.
agree to be the director, how much freedom would I have in terms of script revisions and creative interpretation?
Oh, as much freedom as you would need. I wouldn't dare doubt.
You want the blank one or the one with everything? I'm guessing the one with everything would have like the Genshin events and everything, so I want to see that one, yeah.
Then I'm free to alter the script
And
as
birthdays.
I see fit.
Character birthday.
Absolutely no problem.
All right. It seems that your crew really can't go on without my care and direction.
So, you agree?
Yes, I agree. Although the pay is
No
well
events, but
below
as the
what someone like
birthdays and
Tyler
predicted patch dates.
deserves.
Yeah, okay.
A great
Very cool,
script
yeah, then I'd
calls
love to
for
see
a
that.
great director. I mustn't let a perfectly good story be ruined due to lack of funds. If you have fine cheese and bread, you wouldn't just let it sit on the counter and get moldy just because you lack an oven, right?
True, I just eat the entire thing of bread and cheese at the same time.
Oh, Hydro Archon above! I'm not dreaming, am
There is
I?
no Hydro Archon
Something
anymore,
had
Xavier. What are you
There's
saying?
no more Hydro
That's what I just said, Frida.
And it's still a little early to celebrate.
Just stealing my lines again.
There's a lot that goes into shooting a film. Although the trickiest tasks of finalizing the script and casting the actors have already been taken care of,
True.
we'll still need to reserve filming locations. Not to say set up lighting and props. And by the way, since we'll be filming The Two Musketeers, we'll need to find an action choreographer. Ideally, a professional who has action
Chevreuse.
experience with muskets.
Need Chevreuse.
Yes, I've thought about this as well. I was hoping that you might know someone who could handle the job.
Me? If this was before, I could have simply asked Florand. But it's already been some time since I last talked to her.
Oh.
Navia can also use firearms, but unfortunately, her style is quite different.
Yeah,
from
she
that
just has a
of the
gunbrella. I
characters
love
in the
Navia's
story.
gunbrella.
Could we ask the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol?
Oh, you mean the Special Patrol's Musketeers?
Yes, that's right. They work with muskets every day. I can't think of anyone more qualified than them.
I mean, yeah, they're literally called the
They would be
Musketeers. It
under
makes
your
sense.
supervision. Unfortunately, I don't have any connection with them at all.
Oh.
So, in the end, we still have to start by talking to Nervalette.
No need to go to all that trouble. I know their Captain Chevreuse.
Oh, okay.
You do? Wait, Chiari, how do you know the captain of the Special Patrol's Musketeers?
No particular reason. Running a business means dealing with some trouble from time to time, and she's helped me out on a few occasions.
Fair
In
enough.
return, I've helped her handle a few situations in which the Special Patrol couldn't get involved directly. So, we've gotten to know each other over time.
So you're saying there's been times when the Special Patrol needed a fashion designer to handle a situation?
It is interesting.
Work is becoming more and more mysterious.
But both versions of the calendar, feel free to allocate your own time if you want to. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Anyway,
I'll definitely check them out
enough
after
of that.
stream.
What do you all think about asking the Captain to be our musket action choreographer?
She sounds professional enough. She is a captain after all. I have no objections.
But I imagine the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol must be busy with their duties. Do you think she'd really have time to help with shooting a film? And then there's the issue of pay.
Yeah.
Well, It just so happens that she's also not the kind of person that's just after Mora.
That's good.
As for whether she has time, I'll have to go and ask her first.
Then I'll leave that to you. Macaroni's on sale today, so I've got to go.
Rena just loves the
You can just tell
macaroni.
me how things went when we discuss tomorrow's plan later.
No problem.
Having Farina join feels like a big boost to our team.
Of course. Just wait until the day of our premiere. You'll witness the true power of my name in these lands. You'll be so glad I agreed to help. I can guarantee that even the standing tickets will be sold out. I'll be sure to ask.
Feel a lot
some
like Farina
people
because I've been
on
having
the
macaroni a
list if
lot
they'd be
lately.
willing to
Fair
help
enough.
with extras.
I want some macaroni now.
Seems like you're finally getting more comfortable with your own reputation.
Thought it appropriate to put the
now.
Quetzal Dragon for this calendar? Oh, it is the year of the dragon, so that does make sense.
Time on.
Then let's get going. I happen to know where Chevreuse is today.
Alright, let's go find
By the
Chevreuse.
way, I'm curious. If my pay is so low, then what about our two lead actors? Didn't they travel here all the way from Inazuma?
Actually,
Had mac and
they
cheese
told
last
us
night?
the
No
Sea
way.
trip is part of a
So much mac
cultural
and cheese.
exchange, so they didn't ask for any pay.
Mac and cheese gang.
What? So is every person into that who doesn't want money gathered here to shoot this film? Don't tell me Chiori isn't being paid either.
I already knew Xavier from before, and he's also agreed to give my brand some good exposure.
It seems the gods have really smiled upon you, Xavier. And that certainly doesn't include me, mind you.
She's like, I'm not a god. Don't get it wrong. Jury is so pretty. Alright, let's go find Chevreuse. Actually, yeah, we do know exactly where she is. We saw her earlier. She was at the newsstand. Let's go see her. Yep, there she is. Basically where we already were earlier.
All right, this is the place.
Yeah, she's just been here all day.
But where's the captain? There's hardly anyone around here.
Geogirl's always so busy in business, peeps. Hell yeah.
She's over
So
there.
pretty, not busy.
The one with an eye patch reading in front of the newsstand.
Oh, her.
And Chiori's so pretty.
I could tell there was something different about her. She seems kinda intimidating.
A little
Please wait
bit.
here for a moment. I'll go fetch her. She's working now, so you might not want to get in her way.
Working? But isn't she just standing there and reading a novel?
Just trust me.
Oh, alright, let's see what happens then. Chiori sure is a mysterious person. She claims just to be a fashion designer, but she knows all these powerful people.
The court
There's
of
more to her than
Fontaine
meets
is
the eyes, isn't there?
particularly tolerant of visitors from overseas, so it isn't easy for a foreigner to promote their brand here. Even more so in the competitive world of fashion. Even a local like me just trying to make a film has to face all kinds of challenges.
Yeah,
So I can only imagine what Chiori has been through to get where she is today. I'm sure that having more connections has definitely worked in her favor.
that does make a lot of sense, yeah.
Reading on the job?
Detective novel.
One main character?
No. Multiple. Branching storylines.
I see. How's the plot coming along?
One of the main characters is about to make a choice that will affect the rest of his life. I'd wager he's going to make the wrong choice.
Any way to speed things up? There's something I need your help with.
You know that doesn't depend on me. It all comes down to what the character chooses.
Which is exactly why I'm here to help.
Oh? What's that guy over there doing?
All right. It appears he made the wrong choice in the end. Halt!
Huh? What's going on?
Hand over whatever you're holding.
Oh, it's just a book. I didn't buy anything else.
Then I'm sure you wouldn't mind letting me have a look.
Excuse me, officer. I don't mind you standing around here, not purchasing anything, but I'd prefer if you didn't disturb my customers. It's bad for business, you know?
Don't give me that act. You won't be able to get off so easily either. I am Chevras, captain of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. I will say this one last time. Hand over whatever you're holding at once.
You're definitely not
And
just a
before
book.
you do anything unwise, let me remind you that I'll have you on the ground before you can even think about making a run for it.
All right. I'll give it to you. But please let me say something first. If there's any contraband in that book, then the shopkeeper here is the one who slipped it in. I don't have anything to do with this.
Why, you trying to leave me on the hook, huh? You were the one who said you wanted it.
Save it for the interrogation room. Take them away, Letelier.
Interesting.
What's going on here? One second you're reading a book and the next you're escorting people away.
And who are... Oh! Aren't you the traveler who's been all over the papers recently? Chiori, I'm assuming what you wanted to ask me about
It's for the
has to do with
traveler.
that, right?
Mr. Jupuns, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well.
Now
Welcome,
that
welcome,
Hachette has been
welcome.
brought to justice, no new shipments of synth will be made and distributed to sellers. The Fontaine guards have been busy collecting the remaining synth still circulating on the market.
Oh,
Thanks to a
okay.
tip from our reliable source here, this should be the very last batch.
Oh, so you were pretending to read a book in order to catch the bad guys. Oh, Paimon almost forgot to introduce ourselves. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler and Xavier.
Hey, I'm Chevras. You probably already heard me introduce myself, so I won't bother repeating it.
Yeah, why didn't you just arrest him immediately?
Yeah, why didn't you make a move as soon as you had the chance? Were you worried that my intel wasn't accurate?
No, I wanted to see if the shopkeeper would turn himself in first. All he had to do was come up to me and say that he didn't know where the synth had come from. If he did that, then I wouldn't have had to press charges on him.
He had the whole day to turn the synth over to Chevras. But instead, the moment I came up and blocked Chevras' line of sight, he took the opportunity to sell it off.
Yep, he made the wrong choice, even though the right choice was right there in front of him.
But you knew they wouldn't make the right choice.
Yeah, I knew. I was just hoping I'd be wrong for once.
Fair.
Enough about that, though. What did you want to ask me about?
Movie. Join our movie.
Oh, you see, it's like this.
The Two Musketeers. You certainly have a good eye for a story. So what do you need me to do? Just be the action choreographer for the actors?
Yes, that's right. I want to make sure we get all the details right. I want the
Yeah, we gotta
actors'
get everything
costume
correct.
and understanding of firearms to be as realistic as possible. However, I'm afraid this work will require a bit of your time, since you'll have to be present whenever we're filming. Also, as for the pay...
No need to say any more. I'll join.
Oh, okay.
Just like that.
Okay.
What Bullchecker is really saying is, if you want to fight the Oni King, you have to go through Sky Cleaving White Iron Lavender Melon first.
What just
You're willing
happened?
to help us with our humble film project?
Was that from
Sure,
the
it's no big
the,
deal.
the Ito event?
Besides,
What
we
just
wrapped up our
happened?
investigation here, so I don't have any other tasks on my plate for the moment. Besides, I
That was a
personally
bug? Oh
really
my
like this
god.
novel. I even have the collector's edition at home. Stories
I
by
was not
Justice
expecting that at all.
Prevails
Oh my
never
god.
get old for me.
Then we
Like I was about to click my mouse to
Yes,
skip forward, and
I'll
then
see you
it's
on
like,
set
what
tomorrow.
bull checker is basically? I was like, what is happening?
Oh my!
Oh
I
my
can
god,
hardly believe
Paimon.
it. I should tell Lady Farina
Really is the goddess of
immediately.
time, isn't she?
Oh,
Maybe.
and I must tell the prop manager and lighting technician to get everything ready. We start filming tomorrow.
Calm down, Xavier. The film is going to take more than just a day to finish. Still, I should also head back now and start preparing the actors' costumes
I'm on the
and
Genshin
makeup.
League subreddit. No way.
Guess that's it for today then.
Traveler, Paimon, please stay for a moment. I have something to tell you.
Okay.
Then I'll take Xavier back. Poor thing. He's so excited that he can't even walk straight anymore. I don't want to spend our first day fishing our producer out of the fountain. Yep, see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye. All right. Let's go talk to Chevreuse.
So what did you want to tell us, Chevrus?
Have you read The Two Musketeers?
I haven't read
The
it yet.
story is about a pair of children born into the household of a baron and their struggle to survive together and take revenge for their mother.
Oh,
They
okay.
were raised at the baron's estate, where their mother worked as a maid. The two were illegitimate children that the baron had with the maid, so they were never
Oh.
treated well by anyone.
Interesting.
One day, upon returning home, they found their mother had been murdered and left dead on the floor. It was quite evident that the culprits were the other members of the baron's household, who never had any kind words to say to them. However, the baron was able to exert his influence and keep the whole thing under wraps. The mother's death was eventually deemed as a suicide, and there was no chance of bringing her murderers to justice. The two siblings decided to flee and someday avenge their mother. Many years
Okay.
later, members of the baron's family suddenly started turning up dead one after the other, all killed by gunshot. A rainbow rose was found on each of the victims' bodies, being the flower that the kid's mother liked best.
Okay,
The
interesting.
baron believed that the mother's soul had come to take vengeance on him, so he lived in fear each day. But it was actually those two siblings who had fled all those years ago. They relied on each other to survive and
Oh,
trained day
okay.
and night, eventually becoming
Makes sense.
adept musketeers. They used all of their abilities to collect evidence and clues before executing their plan and exacting revenge on the baron. Their actions let the truth behind their mother's death be known to all.
Interesting.
That's quite an exhilarating story.
Yep, the baron got what he deserved for his evil deeds, and justice was able to prevail. It was just the kind of story I enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so is that why you were so willing to join our crew, Chevrus?
You could say it was one of the reasons.
Oh, you mean there were other reasons too?
I've read the reports about you. Whether it was at the trials or when you lent your hand to resolve our nation's crisis, you've shown that you've got a strong sense of justice, as well as a great mind for deductions.
So there's a case you need our help with.
Yes, you're as sharp as I expected. It seems you've experienced many similar situations before.
Oh, yeah.
There's been a recent murder case involving Muskets.
Uh-oh.
The perpetrator's methods appear to be very similar to what is described in the novel.
Huh? Really? But Paimon didn't see anything about that in today's papers.
The Marechaussee Phantom hasn't yet released any information to the public because the
Okay.
investigation is currently at a standstill. The murderer is extremely cautious.
Ruh-roh.
Murder involving firearms? But not that many people use those in Fontaine, right?
Impossible. We perform a routine inspection of our firearms and ammo reserves every day. If one of the weapons had been fired, it would stick out like a sore thumb. Besides, I trust the members of my platoon.
Fair enough.
However... Well, that's all I can disclose about the case today.
Huh? What do you mean?
I hope you all can go back and get some shut-eye. You can decide tomorrow whether or not you'd like to join the investigation with me.
All right.
I'm aware this might not be the ideal time to add more to your plate, but the more capable people we have, the better the chances that justice will prevail.
What do we have to investigate?
Carrying out investigations isn't actually supposed to be our responsibility. Our job is to apprehend the perpetrators. Finding them is really up to the Marechaussee Phantom.
Okay, makes
You could
sense.
say I'm taking part in the investigation out of personal interest. I don't want people to see Muskets in a negative way, and also, I'm concerned about the similarity between the crimes and the story.
Yeah.
You mean they might be connected somehow?
I suspect so. Just to make myself clear, this is not an order, nor is it a deal of any kind. It's a request, nothing more. If you two
Okay.
have any interest in the case after we finish filming tomorrow and are willing to assist me, then I would be most grateful.
What do you think, Traveler?
Yeah, let's give it some thought tomorrow.
Alright.
Why this particular book is odd? Yeah.
Too. We've
Very
really
interesting.
been hustling all day.
You'd better head back and get some rest. It's good to keep a calm mind, especially when you're about to make an important decision. Otherwise, when the moment comes, you might end up like that shopkeeper and not even realize that the right choice is right there in front of you.
Yeah. There's part 1 done. All right. Part 2. Wait till the following morning. 8 a.m. Alright, it's very interesting so far. So there's a real murder case going on. Ooh. Let's see what happens.
It's finally time to meet up with.
You're going to hotel the board the phone. Hotel the board. The bird. Birdman. Man bird.
Ayaka, Yoimiya, you're already here.
Hello.
Good morning. Xavier said yesterday afternoon went well.
It did, yeah. Very well.
And how about you, Ayaka? What were you up to yesterday?
Yeah, put our detective hats on. Or beanies. Detective
Hayato
beanie.
went to see Udex Nervillette at the Palais Mermonia.
Oh.
I
Interesting.
was originally thinking of going with him, but he said he could manage it himself. He told me to go see the sights around Fontaine and to enjoy the local culture. So I rode the aqua bus with Yoimiya and visited the opera house on Aranias Island.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what we saw there. 2 mechanical puppets that were dancing together.
Oh yeah, the
You
Dirge of
weren't seeing
Coppelia,
it?
the nemesis of Coppelius.
Yeah, those two. Amazing, aren't they?
They are pretty cool. I've beat them up a lot.
We sat and watched for quite a while. It was mesmerizing. Like we could keep watching them forever.
Oh, it was the same for us the first time we saw them too.
Yeah, they're so cool.
Afterwards, we went swimming at the beach. Well, diving to be exact. It was the first time I ever breathed underwater. I held Ayaka's hand and we counted down.
Yo,
together.
Diesel, welcome on in.
3,
Apologies for
2,
being late. No need to
1,
apologize.
and
Hope you're doing well.
splash! We were beneath the waves.
Love the friendship between these two. It is so fun, isn't it?
At first, I didn't dare to open my mouth. But once I couldn't hold my breath any longer, I decided to take a big breath in. Turns out the water wasn't as salty as I imagined. It didn't really taste like anything at all. Before I knew it, I was breathing like normal down there. It was an
Aw, it's so
amazing
cute.
feeling. Ayaka said I was too
Beat them up. We
aggressive,
were all
but
dancing with the
something
robot
like
couple.
she
Yeah,
got used to everything
dancing.
way faster than I did.
I mean, they were trying to beat us up too, so I mean, it's fair.
I knew that the Traveler could do it, so I had no doubt we could do it too. That helped me feel at ease as soon as we dove in. The underwater world in Fontaine truly is beautiful. I love seeing
cool.
the Romaritime flowers blossoming underwater, like little candles lighting up the streets at night.
Yeah, and there were so many creatures that we've never seen in Inazuma. Like those fish that shimmer like a sword blade. Whoosh! Oh, and those big fish that call when they see people. Ooh.
Oh, you mean Hunter's Rays and Blubber Beast.
I just love the name Blubber Beast. Just wait till Pops and the others hear about this. They probably won't believe a word I say.
Sorry, Fontaine, but I want to leave. I'm drenched in hydro. Need to dry off. Fair enough. Got some towels up here on the surface for you.
Yoimiya was down there for quite a while. It was dark before we finally rode the aqua bus back to the city. I figured she'd want to sleep in today.
Naomi has too much energy for that.
Yeah, even I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get up. I still felt like I was drifting in the waves when I went to sleep last night. But as soon as I woke up today, I remembered that we'd all be shooting a film together, and I was ready to go.
Speaking of the film, where's everybody else?
My brother and Xavier were speaking to the restaurant owner about using the place as a filming location.
I'm gonna travel in Outland. We gotta wait like 8
As
months,
for
I
the
think.
others, they-
8.5 months at this point.
We're here.
I think it's the end of August that we're getting into Natlan. Hello, Jerry. Hello,
State my
Chevrouse.
tardiness. I just finished the Special Patrol's 6-mile morning jog.
6-mile jog. Wow.
6 miles?
Hi, Farina.
I'm so tired. I heard you all chatting, so I decided to come down. I sure could use some of that endless energy everyone else has.
Good morning, everyone.
Boarding. Can someone fetch me a cup of coffee? More milk, hold the sugar.
Farina's a mood, yeah.
Sure, I'd be happy to do that for you. No, you can't go anywhere. Please, have a seat over here so I can get started on your makeup. Ugh, the last thing I want is coffee stains on my costumes. I can get the coffee. It's the perfect job for an assistant.
So much energy. Seriously, what's your secret?
Secret's ADHD.
Mia's always like that. But you sure look exhausted, Farina. It's because you're not used to waking up so early, huh?
Of course not. I spent the whole night reading the novel from cover to cover.
So interesting that a lot of pyroallergens are all part of various traditions, performance, and customs, but all very passionate people. Yeah, it's true.
Wow.
It's very, very cool.
To be so thorough.
And then there's D-Luke.
Well, I was the biggest star in all of Fontaine after all. It takes more than just a pretty face to earn a reputation like that. I know how to get serious when the situation calls for it. I went all out when I was acting as an Archon, so why wouldn't I do the same for my own life?
Fair.
Here's your coffee, Director Farina.
They're actually holding it. I love it.
Thank you. The sound of being called director and the aroma of coffee feels almost as refreshing as hearing the birds chirping in the morning.
Ah, it seems everyone has managed to arrive on time.
Hey, everyone's here. I mean, he is still passionate. Yeah.
We've reached an agreement
Definitely
with the
lost a bit of it,
restaurant owner.
though.
We are free to use the second floor to shoot our film.
You know, with the guy Eric being rude in the manga, he was Totore.
He is really looking
Anyways.
forward to our film, and hopes that providing his restaurant as a filming location will attract more customers.
Well then, Mr. Xavier, I'll leave the rest to you.
Okay, thanks.
Beginning filming.
First, I'd like to introduce our new members.
Hello.
This is our prop manager, Veronique. She'll be in charge of all the film's props and items. And
Okay.
this is Bono, our
Bono.
lighting technician. He'll be in charge of lighting and illumination to set up each scene's atmosphere.
Interesting.
Wow. Sure feels like we have some real professionals joining the crew now.
First of all, please allow me to first express my sincerest gratitude to everyone in the crew. When my investor informed me yesterday that he wouldn't be able to provide the funds, I really thought that this was the nail in the coffin for this film. I had no idea that I'd find so many people willing to help me on such short notice. Thank you. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
No need to be so cordial, Mr. Xavier. We're all honored to be a part of this.
Yeah.
Your works made a profound impression on me when I saw them back in Inazuma. I am sure that someday, this film will be remembered as a prime example of cultural exchange between Fontaine and Inazuma.
Yes, the story is the reason I agreed to join. I can't bear to even imagine what this film would look like without the very best director.
Anyway, I would like to make a promise to everyone that as the producer of this film, I'll do whatever I can to ensure that everything goes as smoothly as possible.
Hell yeah.
This is not just my film. It also embodies the thoughts and feelings of every person here, as well as the endless effort we are about to pour into it. So, without further ado, the Two Musketeers will officially begin filming now!
Hell yeah.
You may take it from here, Director Farina.
Not just some passion, he's also a brewer and seems to have Moroccan ancestry in his clan, which is pretty neat. He could, yeah. I don't know if that's been confirmed or not, because like we could see a Ragavan clan member all the way back in the cutscene 2,600 years ago, but could have. Definitely still possible.
We'll need props and lighting to set the scene. Our lead actors can go get their makeup done, and extras, please take this time to go over your positions.
Or when Ragavan, like the guy actually Ragavan, when he was alive, I think it was 1,000 years
I don't
ago.
want anyone traipsing around the set like umbrella finches.
Maybe.
All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready.
I feel like he did know Vanessa. I'll have to refresh myself on Mondstadt lore. I made a bunch of videos on it.
The kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the
I'll have to refresh myself, I guess, with my own videos.
Seems like she's still a bit traumatized by that. Anyway, let's go see if there's anything we can do to help.
Yeah, tap around. Act 2. Alright. Okay, Yoimiya, what do you need help with?
How about here?
A little more to the left.
You got it. Hey, Yoimiya, do you need a hand?
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, D-Luke's family in particular is also related to Hack Circle. That's true. Like the cup that represents Nicole is just on D-Luke's desk in Dawn Winery, so it's like, okay.
Operating the camera and Paimon will be the clapper loader, right? Those roles are just perfect for the two of you.
Really? Is that because it'll be easy for Paimon to hold the clapperboard while flying?
Well, sure, there's that, but that's not exactly what I meant. I just think that after all your journeys together, you two must have developed a super close bond and just naturally know how to work with each other. If I'm not mistaken, the director will want the cameras rolling as soon as the clapperboard goes clack.
Not rolling before that, the clapboard just get it edited out in post-production, yeah.
Oh, I see. It's amazing to see the magic behind filmmaking.
Yoimiya, we need lights over
There's the
there,
theory
too.
going around that Krepus was the 10th Harbinger. I definitely think he had some relation to the Fatui. I don't think he was a Harbinger, but
Gotta
some
get back to
relation.
work. Chat with you later. Oh, it's exciting to see so many people working together to bring the film to life.
Seems like Yoimiya's really getting into it. But she was right. We do have a super close bond, don't we?
Of course.
Paimon's really happy to hear that.
Oh, D-Luke hates the Fatui, yeah, but like, his family. Krepus definitely had some ties to the Fatui.
Annika has mentioned you to me before.
I mean, how else would he have gotten
She
a
said that you two
delusion?
were great friends when you were kids.
No talking. I'm thinking about how to do your eyeshadow.
Ah, yes. To help me really look the part.
To achieve a more young and naive look for this scene.
Are you saying the wrinkles around my eyes are too deep?
Oh, poor
You
Yato.
just have too much of a calculating look in your eyes.
You sure don't mince your words.
Could easily be a delusion
Things
situation like
really
with
haven't
Tepe. Yeah, but
changed
Tepe
much.
also got his from the Fatui, so. Still Fatui ties. Alright, we're about to start filming, though.
So, this is a real musket?
No, it's just a prop weapon.
Not bad. Have you seen a real musket before?
Only in books and newspapers.
I miss
made this one
Tepe.
based on the relative shape and
I'm thinking about
proportions
him.
I saw in reference images. When we're filming, some special gunpowder will be applied around the muzzle, which will help create the flash and smoke effects of a real gun being fired.
Which means it'll be up to the actors to portray the recoil.
That's right. The sound effects for gunshots will also be added in post-production.
Okay.
Thank you, Veronique.
Yeah,
I
Yato, you're
think I
becoming
know where to
sussy. Oh,
start now.
he's been sussy the entire
However,
time.
the
He's
musket's
not beating
gears
those
and
auto
firing pins still need
allegations.
some work. Adding some wear on the metallic components will make them appear more realistic. Also, be sure to rub the muskets with some oil each time before we start shooting. That'll give the impression that the firearms have been well maintained.
Good point.
You seem to know a lot, Miss Chevres. I assume you use these types of firearms on a regular basis?
You need
Yes,
more after the
I
festival? Is he
discovered
becoming more
mayonnaise on
sussy
my
in the
weapons
festival?
every
Yeah.
day. Just like we as people need to eat
Yeah,
and
makes
sleep,
sense.
muskets need to be cleaned and
Makes
maintained.
sense.
I also perform
My
similar
boy
things with my
Raru
sword
over there.
every day, and
I was so
familiarize
happy when I
myself
found
with
out
its
Chris
shape and
Hackney voiced
weight,
Raru too.
to the point where it feels like a natural extension of my body.
Yes, this way, our weapons will never betray us in the heat of battle.
Yes, well said.
How do you know so much,
It seems
Veronique?
we
Yeah,
have
she
the
does
same
know quite a
philosophy on
bit.
this topic.
I mean, she is a props designer, so it makes sense, but
Sounds
still.
like they found a common interest to talk about.
Though these props differ from the muskets I use, I can still give you some pointers.
Good. I look forward to your instruction.
First and foremost, never point the weapon at anyone, regardless of whether it's a real or prop weapon or whether you're holding it or it's on the table. This holds for any time when you're not actively engaging an enemy.
Okay, understood.
When aiming the musket, extend your arm so that it's level with your shoulder and use your eye to look down the weapon's sights.
Okay.
Like this?
Not bad. Now, try saying your lines.
This is the end of the road for you.
Oh, sideways, it's a kill
Good.
shot.
Now turn your body a little. That way, you'll give your enemy less of a target to work with. And relax your shoulders. Here, allow me to demonstrate. This is the end of the road for you.
Huh. Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
She's gonna be mad at him now.
Director Farina, there's something I wish to discuss with you.
Won't say why, but I suggest speaking to him after the final act of the event. Okay.
Like this?
Yes, much better.
What do you think?
I do see.
What's
your
he suggesting?
point. But
He's
are you
suggesting
sure
something.
you wish to do this?
I believe it would be most fitting.
Well, if you insist. All right, I understand.
Yo, Felania, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well.
Miss Ayaka,
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Miss Chevres, could the two of you please come over here?
Huh? What's going on? Are we gonna start filming now?
Let's go see.
No, I think I just dropped a few frames right there. It wasn't you guys.
What is it?
Looks like it was on my end for like a second. It dropped
I have a
frames.
question
Wi-Fi
for
does
you,
that here
Miss
sometimes.
Chevres. Would you be willing to
But I think
play
it
the
should be
role
back
of
to
a
normal now.
musketeer?
What?
To clarify, I would like to turn over my role to Miss Chevres.
But brother...
Don't worry, Ayaka. I actually view this as a good thing. I was becoming troubled trying to set aside some time to speak to the staff at the Palais Mermonia. I would like to have some conversations about the cultural exchange between our two countries. And
Okay.
I've heard that the bureaucratic process here can get rather complicated.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now I will be able to focus on my work. Besides, you also know that I'm not really one for public performances.
Fair.
Are you really sure?
Aka made a friend.
From a
Yeah.
director's point of view,
Did.
I also felt like the relationship between the two musketeers in the original story could be improved. The older brother in the story plays the lead role with his overbearing character, but this causes his character to overshadow that of his sister, and the theme of the two supporting and relying on each other isn't conveyed very well.
Interesting.
But if we were to change the siblings to two sisters of a similar age, then that aspect of the story might come through more clearly. Also, I've seen you instructing Ayaka. That cold and dignified personality is exactly what we need for the
That's a
old
being good brother
musketeer.
trying to encourage his friendship. Yeah. Hell
Even
yeah.
with all these insights, the decision should still be made by Miss Chevres.
Chevres mentioned that she really likes the story, right? Paimon bets that she'll take the role.
She'll still have to prioritize her work, and we don't know if she's a big fan of
All
acting.
right.
Yeah.
I'll take the role.
Hey, she's taking the role.
Good. It's decided then.
Like how every
I'll
act has the
just
playable
tell you
characters
how many
in
times
different stops that you can easily miss once you finish the event.
We'll
Yeah, it is
also
really
need to
cool to
make
get
some
unique dialogue
immediate
from all that.
adjustments to the lighting,
And they're just
props,
scattered
and
around the map
costumes.
sometimes.
I have a feeling that our adaptation will be even better than the original story.
You're doing a great favor for me, Miss Chevres. You have my gratitude.
Don't mention it. I like this character, so if anything, I should be the one thanking you.
Well,
Hell yeah.
since my brother is the one who brought up the idea, I suppose there's no need to worry. Let's go, Miss
I was at the
Chevres.
cafe after the award ceremony. Okay, I'll have to go find him then.
Please, just call me Chevres.
Seems like you're really going out of your way to solve the problem I was having with your makeup.
Surely you jest, Chiori. I assure you that I was mostly motivated by a desire to spend more time on formal business.
Oh, come on. You really think I'd buy that? According to what I've heard from Ayaka, her brother is someone who can juggle 10 different matters at the same time. I'm sure you have other reasons.
It's like
for
they're actually
backing
going around
out.
doing stuff. It's really cool. Yeah.
Perhaps.
Like world building where we
Ayaka
can't see it all the
always said she
time.
wanted to go out and see more of the world, just like the traveler. But I feel that she needs not only to see other nations, but also to make some different kinds of
Oh,
friends.
that's sweet.
I think it would be harder for her to make new connections with me constantly by her side. I would like to give her some space.
Makes sense.
Go on, spoil her some more.
Ayato, it's too bad you're stepping down from the role. Paimon really wanted to see you act as a musketeer.
This is justice.
No need to poke fun at me. I'd wager that you also felt that I wasn't the best candidate for the role.
No, it'd have been cool.
It's a little hard for Paimon to imagine you saying those lines.
Are you gonna go back to work now?
Yes. I've made an appointment to meet some people from the Palais Mermonia.
Look forward to the Lantern Ride. The Lantern Ride's
I'll
gonna
have
be
some
so
more time
much
to
fun.
prepare.
So
Traveler,
excited.
get the camera ready.
Wonder what kind of lore we're gonna get this time. 'Cause we got
Actors, choose
Guizhong
your
last year, and like, oh, it's
We're
gonna be
about
so
to start
cool.
Shooting the first scene.
Go on now. And please take good care of Ayaka.
Yep, don't worry.
You can count on us.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing the film when it's finished.
All right. Now that we're all here, let me help set the scene.
Look at
for
that setup.
everyone.
It's so pretty. Yo, Cybernetic Mermaid, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Welcome,
The first
welcome.
scene takes place when our two main
Also in
characters
between
are
Act
still
1 and 2 of
living
this
at the
event,
very
had the
start.
event characters Scatter, Naoto, and Nervalat talk to each
The
other. Also,
event
hello,
was
hello. Hope you're
and
doing
verbally
well.
abused by
I
others
missed the
in the
Ayato and
household,
Nervalat talking to each other.
but
Dang, I wish I knew
still
about that.
have no idea
Welcome
why.
on in. Hope you're
We
doing
want
well.
to capture how naive and innocent they are, despite their pain. Chevres will be playing the role of the older sister, Tulip, and Ayaka will be the younger sister.
I want Laura and
Iris.
Morax. Yeah, I want some
Be
too.
sure to
Year of the
get close-ups
Dragon.
of the
It
main
makes
characters
sense.
At the right moment. Silence on the set. Lights. Camera.
Knowing that Ayato's Japanese
Action.
voice actor being a huge villain in Honkai back there in Honkai Star Rail sounds hilarious. Oh yeah.
Tulip,
Ato, my
Mother's
boy.
been out for quite a while now.
Perhaps she went to pick some flowers on the way home. You know how she loves flowers.
Yo, Perfect, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well.
I'm
First time
home.
here. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in.
Mother, you were out for so long. We were beginning to worry about you.
Oh, you have a cold, Cybernetic? Oh, I hope you're feeling better.
But I'm back now, safe and sound.
Hope it goes away soon.
Here, I brought your
I had one
favorite
not too long
treats.
ago. Luckily, it only
Couple
lasted the weekend, but
turnovers.
man, I hate being sick.
Mother, what are those bruises on your hand?
Huh? What bruises? Oh, I must have bumped into something while I was working yesterday.
But I didn't notice them this morning.
Then perhaps they're from when I accidentally tripped when I was out just now. By the
Uh-oh.
way, did you have fun playing at home? What's the matter, Iris?
Well, we've realized that no one really wants to play with us.
Oh.
They even took Iris's doll and spat at us.
Yo, what the hell? Love the Ayaka fan behind me. Oh yeah, my Ayaka fan. Right over there, Rain got that for me.
Shh. It's all right. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm trying to get like more stuff in the background now.
Listen
I actually
to
also have a this guy up here. Bit out of frame. The Torre mask. But there we go. I can kind of see through it. I was Torre for Halloween this year, so got the mask up here. Need to like, yeah, there we go. Okay.
It doesn't matter what anyone says. Don't listen to them.
Like the mask,
No
thank
one
you.
can
Oh yeah, and the
utter
visions
such
too.
words.
Visions all going along there.
You both have wonderful
All going
lives
along
ahead
there
for
on my
you.
little shelf there. I'm still
Just
waiting
like
for the
diamonds.
shop that I got them from to
You
have
both
Fontaine
blossom
ones,
like
but
beautiful
yeah,
flowers.
it's looking really nice.
Maybe your
Need to get me
time to
more
blossom
Genshin collectibles. Thank you,
hasn't quite
Rain.
come yet.
Yeah, she got me a.
Someday,
Hang on.
You two will bloom more beautifully than anything else.
This guy.
Don't let the soil you're in now ruin
Yeah,
your
this guy.
future beauty. Understand?
We got our
My dear
little dragon
Iris.
boy. Look at him.
And cut.
Look at him. I know we're like in the middle of a drama right now, but I'm
Not
just like
bad.
going off all my
The actor's
Genshin stuff.
emotions were all
You might
on
steal him
point.
back? No, you
Let's
got me
keep
him for
that
Christmas.
take.
He's mine. I love him.
Also, if our clapper loader could avoid
love him so
shouting
much.
At the start of the scene next time. Oh,
Yeah, I like having a bunch of Genshin collectibles. Right in front of the fan, I actually have the stands of Linny, Lynette, and Fremine from the Fontaine IRL thing back in September that I went to in New York. It was a lot of fun.
Farina must have adapted the role nicely.
As the material for it, I want to squeeze one. It's so soft. I could literally cuddle it all day long. It's so cuddleable. I'm just gonna have him sit in my lap for the rest of the stream, honestly.
Positions, everyone! We'll move on to the next.
I really want to get a Vision one day, but I don't know where to get one at. We got ours from... It's Cat's Tail Studio on Etsy. That's where I got these ones. Or Rain got them for me. Right now they have Mondstadt, Liyue, Inazuma, Sumeru, and Snezhnaya, and they're working on the Fontaine ones, so those should be out soon.
Lights, camera, action!
Uh-oh, the mother's murdered now.
Mother, we're back. Mother?
It just needs a Tartaglia whale and Evil at Ardo. That'd be awesome, yeah.
What's wrong, Tulip?
Iris, stay away!
Huh? Why? What's...
Oh no.
Mother!
That's not good.
Mother... She's...
There's poison in this cup.
The Lattice Chonky Bird, I do need that. That'd be awesome.
I could have sworn I've seen this kind of cup before.
Those aristocrats. They didn't even try to cover up their actions.
No.
Iris, we need to leave this place.
Leave? But now that Mother is gone, where can we even go?
Anywhere. All I know is that we can't stay in this house.
But are we just going to let them get away with this?
We'll have our revenge, I promise you. Just not right now.
No.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, it is a really big mug.
Wait. We can't just leave Mother here like this. At least let me leave this rose with her. That's why we went out in the first place. To buy her this flower.
All right. Goodbye, Mother. We'll avenge you. Someday.
And cut! Beautiful!
That was a great performance, though. That was sad, though.
You're so amazing, Ayaka! And were those real tears I saw? How did you do it?
I was surprised, too.
Thank you for the kind compliments. Actually, as soon as Director Farina said action, I told myself not to think about anything.
Damn, really good actress right there.
I just felt the weight of the moment.
Found a whale plushie? Hell yeah. Gotta get the whale
It's
plushie.
quite similar to
I
practicing
love
the
my
art of the sword.
dragony boy.
You clear your mind and focus only
My
on
brother
what's
said he was an
happening in front of
axolotl.
you.
No,
Ayaka's
Morax is a
performance was
dragon.
amazing.
I would love an axolotl too, though.
Discovered an acting prodigy?
Pipe down, everyone! We need to move on to the next scene!
Can't get it right now, but I will when I'm able to. Fair enough. Just send it to me and I'll get it for you one time. Doing all the filming. Got my boy.
Are we done already? But Paimon wants to keep playing with the clapper.
Paimon was just playing with the clapboard the entire time.
Field traveler.
Fair enough,
Sore
Paimon.
from holding the camera all day?
A little bit, but it was a lot of
Good work,
fun.
you two.
Love axolotls are my favorite amphibian. I know, they're so cool.
Quite the actress today.
I love them.
I've read
I
this
love them
novel
so
many
much.
times before. I have a good grasp of my character's mindset. Anyway, do you remember my request from yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, right! We were having so much fun that Paimon nearly forgot! You have a case where the murders seem really similar to the cases in the novel, right? So, how are they similar exactly?
Yeah.
In the story, the main characters grow up to become 2 musketeers, always using their guns to carry out their revenge. And on each of the victims, they place a rainbow rose as a signal that they've returned.
So there were rainbow roses in your case too?
Yes, that's correct. We found rainbow roses just like in the novel.
I used to have an axolotl. That's
Seems like
awesome.
you're connecting the dots now.
Oh, that
I'd love
does
one, but
sound
yeah, I
pretty
can imagine they'd be a
concerning.
lot of work.
Especially after seeing the script today. Ooh, now Paimon can't stop wondering what kind of ulterior motive the murderer might have.
Yeah.
What do you think, Traveler? You're smart. Paimon wants to hear your thoughts.
I think we can join the case.
Good. On behalf of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, thank you for your dedication to justice.
Yeah, me and Morax got
There's
this.
no time to lose.
Probably
We
just
should
like,
start investigating right away.
that work?
Huh? Right now? Well, we just got done filming all
There.
day. I'm so tired.
Just got him around
The
me like
most
that.
valuable intel always comes after nightfall. They are like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea. If you don't stay vigilant,
matches my
you will
color
pass
scheme
right
today,
by
too.
them in the fog.
I love this.
That's how one of my favorite books always puts it.
Keep
at
him on my
least.
shoulder the rest of the stream. I don't know if I'll be able to,
Going right now.
but...
Let's start by checking.
Alright, we're going to the Clockwork Workshop. Let's go! He's very cuddly. He is. He's chilling. Rain told me that before she gave this to me for Christmas, she would cuddle it. Which is fair. The night before you wrap him, fair enough. Did you even know Mantis tea? Hell yeah.
Welcome to Le Show's Clockwork
Like getting a
Workshop.
little scratchy.
How can I
No,
help
he's falling! No, no!
Hello. I'd like to know if anyone has purchased some special
Okay.
components lately.
That works.
Special components? Sorry, could you be more specific?
I mean the kind of components that aren't typically
There.
used for clockwork
Now he's
toys,
back.
but for firearms.
Huh? For firearms? No,
Yeah,
no.
too
we don't
chunky
sell
on this
those
side. He
sort of
just keeps
things
going
here.
down.
Don't misunderstand. I'm not here to cause any trouble. We are merely investigating.
I've
a
got him.
case
It's
and
okay.
hoping
He's
you can
okay.
Cooperate.
Well,
My boy's
to be
okay.
completely honest,
Wow.
I'm not even sure what kind of components that would entail.
Your year. It's your year. It's
Has
the year of the
anyone
dragon.
ever purchased
Your year.
components here as an individual rather than on behalf of an organization?
We have a lot of customers who buy toys, but those who buy components are all
I'll get him a
regular
box,
customers who
yes.
buy in bulk
That
on
emo
behalf
makes
of
me
their
want to like get him a
organization.
box. Like he's like a little cat in a
Is
box.
that so? I understand.
I
Thank
keep
you for your
focusing more on the
cooperation.
plushie than the actual story.
welcome.
I need to pay
It's the
attention so I
least I
can
can
get all
do.
the details. Alright, go to Beaumont Workshop. Beaumont Workshop. Let's go! And for those of you who like my 7 Wonders series over on YouTube, yes, I am working on it again. And I'm very excited. I have 2 videos planned for it. I have 7 Wonders of Fontaine and 7 Wonders of East Fontaine. So, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh,
Next
hey,
year's Bai
Shepard.
Xing Changchun's lucky
Run
year.
out of
Oh,
oil for
Snake
your
Year.
motor
Hell
again?
yeah.
Hello, Estelle. I want to know if anyone has come to your shop recently
Got
to
the
order some
boy.
firearm
Got
components.
the boy, got the boy,
Oh,
got the boy.
is this another case? Let me think. I don't think so. Some people have requested that I make some prop guns for the Fontanalia Film Festival, but I refused all of those requests.
Oh?
Oh, why's that?
Because there's no profit! I only make things here that can do some real heavy lifting. I don't have the energy to make some new molds just for the festival.
Then has anybody come specifically looking for mechanical components?
Well, I usually sell off my scrap to the Fleuve Cendre. I don't typically give them to one specific
After that's the year of the
person.
Fire Horse
I
Rapidash.
understand. Thanks for your cooperation.
Hell yeah.
Don't mention it. Always happy to have the Musketeers' patronage.
Hey, where are we
Seems like
going
we
now?
haven't found any leads to go off yet.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right, let's head to Fleuve Cendre next.
Alright.
Are you sure? People might not be so thrilled to see the captain of the special patrol there.
You think so, huh? Then I guess you don't know
Huh? Know what?
Yeah, what don't we know?
that I grew up in Fleuve Cendre.
Oh, really? That's cool. Alright. we just teleport? Yeah, teleporting's gonna be easier. Teleport down. Alright, so we have to investigate 3 parts. Okay. Here, if we see a flood of frozen memes, why is that? Why so many frozen memes?
As well as some liquor bottles?
Yes, but have a closer look, Paimon.
Oh, the Saritsa, that makes
I know
sense,
somebody
yeah.
has purposefully tried to clean them up. These are obviously marks from musket bullets.
Oh.
In other words, someone was here trying to improve their shot. They were using the barrels and bottles for target practice.
Interesting.
Could it have been the killer?
Your guess is as good as mine. Although many people at Fleuve Cendres own guns, few hide the fact from others. And even fewer would go to such lengths to hide markings from practice shots. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's go. There might be more to this.
Interesting. What do you think? He doesn't speak. Alright, going down over here. We're already in Fontaine. I know! It feels like we just started the game, but it's been 3 years. Next thing we know, we're gonna be in Conria.
It's been a while, Tetro.
Yeah, we have come such a long way, haven't we?
Just get on with your request.
I want to know if you've heard anybody talking about muskets lately.
Information isn't free, you know.
I've heard that bandits have been extremely active in the countryside recently, and they've been affecting the delivery of goods to Poisson. I can allocate some more manpower to help.
It's weird seeing the cutscenes in the beginning. You started your America server account. Oh, okay. It is kind of weird seeing those again, isn't it?
One of our men got drunk at dinner about a month ago and lost his gun. 3 days later, it turned up in the corner here.
One thing odd I noticed is the insane number of cryo units. There are a lot of cryo characters, aren't there?
This is Fleuve Cendres, my friend. Anything of value left in the tavern won't ever make it to the next day. But that gun turned out to be an exception. It didn't get any new wear and tear on it, and didn't even appear to have been fired. We were quite mystified as to what could have happened.
Interesting.
It came back because the
Yo,
weapon was
Melon
all
Garden,
around
welcome on in.
us.
It's crazy to think we're closer to Conria than we are to Mondstadt now. Yeah, it kind of is, yeah. Jeez. That is weird to think about.
Maybe. But if
Close to
that's the
Conria,
case,
like, we are
the
closer to
culprit
Conria
would
than
have to
Mondstadt.
be
Wow.
getting caught.
We are really
I
getting
didn't
there.
say anything
Well, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well.
In Fleuve Cendres, knowing who was killed is as easy as knowing what clothes you're wearing today. It's the guy
We get
living on the
Natlin
east
next,
side
then
of
Schneider, then Conria's gonna be probably right after that.
Every time he's here, he just orders a drink and sits there with a nasty look in his eyes.
So, who was the one who lost the gun in the first place?
Don't bother. Even if you asked, he wouldn't admit to owning a gun to some strangers. Not to mention the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Interesting.
Right.
I know you grew up here, Chevres. Even though you're on good terms with the Spina, you've still been gone too long. Not many people know you here now, and a lot of people don't like the Special Patrol.
I know.
So take my advice and don't show your face too much around here. It's for your own safety.
I'll come and go as I please, and I'm afraid I'll be appearing more often due to my work.
All right. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Interesting. Alright, we got one more spot to go to. All the way up there. Okay, great. Up, I am stuck. I'll just teleport. That'll make it easier. Remember, we didn't even have reputation? Really? That was a thing? Was it added in like 1.1 or something? Because I joined at the end of 1.2, so. Yo, it's my boys. Hi, boys.
Hello, I'd like to ask some questions.
I don't know anything.
Food for thought. Saritsa's unable to give
worry, I'm
any
not
more
here to
power for
arrest anybody.
provisions. No love? Could be, maybe.
It's the truth. Here, take this as my guarantee.
Wait, did Paimon just see what she thinks she saw? Is the captain of the Special Patrol bribing a citizen?
Paimon, shush.
Seems you're different from the other guards. What do you want to know?
Have you heard anything related to muskets in Fleuve Cendre lately? Anything at all?
I joined during the second half of 3.5. I just wanted to play as Ayaka. I stayed for the story. Fair enough.
2 weeks ago, we started hearing some loud noises at night.
I started playing because I 100% of Breath of the Wild and I wanted a new game to 100%.
Possibly. It's hard to tell around here. Someone's house collapsing, a pipe exploding somewhere, it's all the same. But the noises I'm talking about definitely happened after I fell asleep.
Interesting.
Do you know where the noises were coming from?
I don't remember clearly.
Is it that you don't remember, or that you need to think about it some more?
You tell me.
Then please, think about it some more.
She's giving her even more Mora!
Maybe she's just giving out some pot de
The
fruit.
noises came from the end of the southern waterway. I came out and had a look for myself and I wasn't sleeping well, but I didn't dare get too close. That's all I know.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Thanks for the pot de fruit.
No need to be surprised. I grew up here, remember? I know how to get people around here to talk.
I want some pot de fruit
My
too.
apologies, I'm all out of sweets.
Damn.
Though I do have some other tempting snacks in my custody. Fries,
Yeah, visions
fried
are
chicken,
pieces of the
and
Archon's
even
powers.
onion
Yeah.
rings. But taking care of junk food is my responsibility. You're better off sticking to your normal, nutritious diet.
She just has so much food with her. I love her.
Seems like that's all we'll be able to uncover for today.
Paimon feels like we managed to learn a lot more here than up on the surface.
Yes. Assuming that everything we found is indeed connected to our suspect, then their timeline was probably something like this. A month ago, our suspect found a gun and took it home to disassemble it. Once he'd figured out its mechanics, he brought it back.
Interesting.
The following weeks, he used some parts to create his own makeshift musket, and took it to the Fleuve Cendre for target practice. Then, a few days ago, he found his target and carried out the murder. Once the deed was done, he left a rainbow rose on the body, just like the scene in the novel.
Interesting.
That all makes sense to Paimon, but we're still no closer to figuring
They're
out
saying the suits of Rand and a vision juice? Could be. That's interesting theory. That she isn't as powerful anymore. My dog is barking at something. I'm a day one player and we had 120 cap resin and had to use resin to claim event awards? What the hell?
Deceased was a
Why?
resident of Fleuve Cendre. It said that he was a poor, solitary man. Yeah, that's also something I'm trying to figure out. If we are
Interesting.
indeed following the novel, and there's a story behind the murder, then this murder
I'm
should
kind of
be an
lucky I
act
wasn't a
of
day one
vengeance.
player then.
But according to our investigation, the deceased didn't have any enemies. He was no saint, but no one's heard of a rival who hated him enough to shoot him dead, much less care to leave a rose on his body. What message is the killer trying to convey, and to whom exactly?
Could they be novelist?
We've thoroughly investigated that possibility. He claims to have spent the whole day at the Opera House on the day of the murder, and the staff there have confirmed his account.
Okay, so he has an alibi.
Not only that, he lacks a credible motive as well. He has a family of his own, and both of his parents are still alive. I've looked into his records. He was adopted at the age of 6, and all the proper procedures were followed. There are also records of him at an orphanage before then.
Interesting.
In the story, the mother of the 2 musketeers was murdered after the children turned 10. Of course, he could have changed the children's ages, but I don't want to assume anything without evidence. More importantly, I've also had a chat with him in person. He didn't seem like the kind of person who would pull the trigger to kill a man.
Interesting. Pick Lumine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick Lumine on my other account because I have Ether on this account.
Investigations take time. I didn't expect us to catch the culprit in just a single day.
Yeah.
How about this? Let's spend the next few days filming with the crew. We can continue the investigation once we're done with the film. I'm sure that
Okay.
given time, new leads will present themselves.
Wait, but weren't you saying Intel is like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea just a moment ago? Wouldn't you just miss them if you were to stop looking?
Ah, but the book had more than one reference to the islands, Paimon.
Oh? What else did it say then?
As long as you spend enough time sailing through the fog, you'll eventually come across an island.
Okay. Interesting. That's Act 2 done. All right. There's 3 more to do. Okay. 3 more to do. All right. How long have I been streaming? Hour and 42? Okay. We'll do one more part and then we'll do the other 2 tomorrow, probably. Alrighty. Go to the gathering spot. Let's go. More filming. Hey, buddy.
Anyway, let's head out and meet up with the others.
Oh, the Kari Bear quest? I loved that quest, yeah. The lone isle glimpsed through the fog. Okay, both filming and criminal investigations progress at a steady pace over the next few days.
Good work, everyone! We're looking to wrap with our 2 main ladies today. I can already smell our success.
What do you mean, looking to wrap?
Means finalizing everything we've recorded for them so far.
Oh, aren't you the expert now?
This upcoming scene is the 2
Yin and yang?
Musketeers'
Yeah, makes
final
sense.
confrontation with the Baron. There will be quite a bit of action, but no choreography beyond what we've already rehearsed. Anyway, get ready. Lights, camera.
Oh, look at the Paimon stickers on the thing, on the clapper.
The view is beautiful tonight. It reminds me of that fateful night 10 years ago. And now that I've said it, I can even make out the faint fragrance of herbal tea in the air.
Oh, Nerd's not even trying to hide it.
It's time that you pay for the death of our mother.
My dear Iris, have you forgotten your manners? How can you speak like this to your own father?
I'd sooner swallow all of my teeth than call you father.
What did I expect? Seems the daughters have turned out to be just as obstinate as their foolish mother.
How dare you?
In this world, Mora and status is everything.
No.
She thought she could blackmail me using her children and force me to grant her recognition and concessions? Ah, how naive can a woman be?
I don't
Mother
like him.
never asked a single thing of you. All she wished was for us to live a peaceful life, just like the others.
It was you who personally brewed the poison of prejudice and sent Mother to her death. Compared to that deadly poison, the 2 bullets that will soon pierce through your heart will be like sweet mercy.
And that's exactly why I said you're just as naive as her. Did you really think 2 muskets would be enough to defeat me? So let's see. What is stronger? Mora and power, or the 2 muskets in your hands?
I mean, probably muskets, honestly.
Get them!
Oh, we get to use chevreuse!
It'll be okay. We'll cover each other,
Ooh.
Iris.
Bombs. I love her.
We'll be watching
He's a
over us,
pull-on,
too.
that's right. Oh, look at that guy. Lol. Chevy hits like a bus. She does hit pretty hard, yeah.
To think I'd lose to my own 2 kids.
Oh, I should have checked her bio. You're right, yeah.
We are no children.
That would have been a
of
good
yours.
idea. I didn't even think about that.
Never call that place our home.
Gotta wait, what, like a
Tell
week
me,
now?
What did you do all this for? You lost your mother and will soon kill your father as well. What will you gain in the end, other than sentences for your crimes?
We will gain our long-awaited justice. It's over.
It's over. So, where will you
Yeah,
go
chills.
now, Tulip?
I'm not too sure, Iris. Maybe somewhere with lots of flowers? After all, Mother always did love going where the blossoms were.
I think it's kind of ironic that
about
they
you?
just did that in front of the Opera House too, where all the trials take place.
Want to go visit Mother's grave.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
You're gonna do the event when I'm at your house later, so you can look at our bio when I get to that part if you like. Yeah, that'd be nice. Thank you, Rain.
Tulip, look!
What is it?
It's Mother's favorite. The rainbow rose. Look,
Aw.
it's blooming again.
That's sweet.
Excellent! That was beyond mesmerizing. Even I didn't expect the scene to go so well. And we got
Oh my god, he's not dead.
All right, everyone. We've got a wrap for Tulip and Iris.
Congratulations, Ayaka and Chevrolet!
Yeah, amazing performance.
Thank you. I didn't expect our parts to wrap so quickly. I wish I could savor the experience for just a bit longer.
Paimon totally understands. Paimon's not ready to say goodbye to the
Paimon just
clapperboard
loves the
either.
clapperboard.
Filming has really been a lot of fun. You were great too, Chevrolet. The way you said, long-awaited justice. It gave Paimon chills.
That is indeed my favorite line in the whole book. I still remember trying to act it out in my room the first few times I read it.
Whoa, Paimon would have never guessed you're that type.
Who doesn't like stories where the guilty are punished and justice prevails over evil? Don't forget, I'm the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Remember you get to experience
Captain,
some stuff
I've
that
got
you
an
either
urgent
players don't,
report.
there's small differences. Oh yeah. Like
Please
the
excuse
animation
me,
stuff and
everyone.
even like a
I'll be
tiny bit in
back
the
in just a
attack, I
moment.
think.
It's okay, don't worry about us.
Oh yeah, and the world quest and stuff.
Oh? Was she whisked away by work already? I was just about to tell her how great she did.
It seemed like some urgent official business.
Then perhaps we should thank the stars that we were able to wrap both of your parts so quickly today. Switching around the filming schedule would have been a real pain.
Yeah.
Anyway, I actually came over to let everyone know that we're all done for today.
And Miss Aranyaka, it was fun. It was a lot,
And
but it was
one last
fun.
thing, Miss Ayaka. Your acting skills today were immaculate as always. Are you sure you won't consider taking up full-time acting? See, I just happen to know this great troupe that's still looking for a lead actress.
Thank you for your kind words, Director Farina. Unfortunately, there are still many matters that I have to take care of back home at the Yashiro Commission.
Fair.
I cannot remain in Fontaine to pursue an acting career. Nevertheless,
The Danes of Kazumar
I will
Conquest and the
make
Golden
sure to
Dream World
treasure
Quest?
this
Oh,
incredible
okay. I knew there were changes
opportunity
with
in my
Jet, but I didn't know
heart.
there was changes in the Kazumar Conquest.
That's a shame, but I understand. Just let me know if you ever change your mind.
And the Ordo chain too? Oh wow. A lot of them.
It's also about time for me to take my leave. But hopefully I'll see you on set over the next few days. Even though my part's wrapped, I'd still like to swing by and help out the crew. See you tomorrow, Traveler and Paimon.
Bye, Ayaka.
Yep, see you tomorrow. Well, what should we do next? Maybe we'll go investigate the case some more with Chevrolet today.
Traveler, Paimon, please come with me.
Yep, we are.
Huh? Where are we going?
Go and investigate more.
That our ship has finally chanced upon one of those small, remote islands of intel.
Let's go then. Let's go up to the mountain. Yeah, I know Jet flirts with Lumine a lot more. I remember reading about that. But what's going on here?
Paimon's exhausted. Paimon definitely didn't expect
Gotta
having to
float,
float
Paimon.
this
You're
far
lucky. You wish
after
I
a
could
full day
fly.
of filming.
Wish I could fly.
Chevrolet,
you find a new clue?
Affirmative. It wasn't anything conclusive, but it should show us a clear way forward. Have you ever heard of someone by the name of Emily?
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
that famous perfumer?
She's a good friend of mine. She's lent me her aid several times in the past to resolve some difficult cases.
Why can't we see
After I
her
discovered the
too?
rainbow rose at the scene of the murder, I sent it to her. After all, she's probably the foremost expert
I wanna
on
meet
flowers
Emily.
and scents in all of Fontaine.
I wish there was a way to transfer account data between different
There was
servers. That would
nothing
be pretty
remarkable
cool,
about
yeah.
the flower or the trace amounts of soil left on it. But according to Emily, the rainbow rose left by the killer was derived from a very rare cultivar.
Oh?
Huh. Paimon didn't know that there were different varieties of rainbow rose. Paimon just thought they grew everywhere in the wild.
Flowers that are deliberately cultivated will always show some different features from those that bloom in the wild. We already knew that the rose left at the scene belonged to a special cultivar, but with Emily's expertise, we were able to pinpoint the place where it was first picked from.
Interesting.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. So whoever first planted that rainbow rose was probably the killer.
Precisely. And after we checked what we learned against some sales records from the past, we discovered that there's only one person in all of Fontaine who could grow and sell this specific cultivar.
Okay.
Really? And who is it?
It's the novelist.
Oh, great.
But didn't you say he had an alibi?
To be clear, I haven't changed my mind about him. I still don't think he was the one who pulled the trigger. However, that doesn't mean the true culprit never visited him at his home or never purchased a rainbow rose from his garden.
Yeah.
Whatever the case, we will have to confirm a number of things with him.
So you mean the next place we need to go is...
Yes, we're going to pay him a visit at his home.
Excuse me. All right. Gotta go to his house all the way down here. Higher? It's not higher, it's lower, isn't it? It is higher. Never mind. Chevy looks like Sheeran from Honkai 3rd. I feel like I remember who Sheeran is. I feel like I researched her for the Welt video, so... I think so, yeah.
Artemex stationed around the place. That's pretty unusual, right?
According to what he told me last time we spoke, he hired them so he won't be harassed or disturbed.
Fair enough. My dog's barking
There
again.
are a lot of flowers in his garden, but Paimon doesn't think we'll be able to pick one without alerting the Gardemex.
Right, which is exactly why I think there has to be a special connection between him and the killer.
Yeah.
So, should we knock?
Just wait here for now. I'd like to take care of a number of those Gardemex first.
But they're so far
Yeah, the
away.
girl who became a Hersher, that's right. The Hersher of Void, was it?
Don't forget, Paimon.
The second Hersher?
I'm actually the real-life captain of the Musketeers.
And she killed Welt, but then Welt wasn't actually dead and he was just in the thing. And then he's like, yeah, surprise, bitch, I'm back. We get to snipe? Okay. Ooh. Pew. Pew. That's fun. There's Windtrace music going on too. Pew. I wonder if this is like testing for like a new type of weapon. That'd be interesting. Oh, headshot! Mostly appears in the manga and Hersher of the Void. Yeah.
All clear.
I remember reading
Let's
about
go.
that. I forget what the comic was called, but it's like 70 things long. I had to read it for the video. But yeah. It's like testing for a new event. Yeah, either that or like a new weapon type. Gun weapon type.
I'll go knock on the door and make sure it's safe inside.
Which could be why
Once we're sure that
Clarand
we're in
is
the
taking
clear,
so long
I'll
because we
ask
know
him to
she's
come with
sword.
us for a quick
But
round of
still.
questioning at the guard's headquarters.
But can't we just arrest him?
We still have no evidence that he's the killer, or that he lent the killer any direct aid. Still,
Okay.
it would be appreciated if you could pick a rainbow rose from his garden for me while I'm talking to him. It'll help the Marashose Phantom confirm Emily's theory.
Okay.
Sure, no problem. Just be careful, Chevros.
I don't think they'll add a new weapon, sadly, but I won't be opposed. Yeah, I don't think they would either, but I can hope. I'm going to his house. Big woolly mammoth used to walk out house. Okay, we're at house.
Excuse me, Mr. Baptiste, are you home?
Who could it be at this hour? Oh, it's you, Officer
Baptiste,
Shovras.
why is that name
Would
familiar?
you mind accompanying me to the guard's
Isn't like the
headquarters,
real
Mr.
Arthur or
Baptiste?
something of the
We
Three
would like to ask you
Musketeers,
some
maybe?
questions about a case.
John Baptiste?
Oh, is it still regarding the murder case from before?
I cannot confirm or deny that at this time.
So it is then.
Listen, I need you to come with me, Mr. Baptiste.
Miss Shovras, I'll save you the trouble. Oh, and you two over there? There's no need for you to pick my flowers either. It's not time for them to bloom yet.
Paimon's face.
Oh! Okay.
Yeah, caught red-handed a little bit.
By saving me the trouble, you mean...
I will confess, I was the killer.
I don't believe it.
He just admitted he's guilty!
I don't believe it.
Please relax, everyone. I'm not armed. The musket you're looking for has been buried in my backyard.
Yeah, it's too obvious. I don't buy it.
Then it's my responsibility to inform you,
We're only in
Mr.
the third out of
Baptiste,
5. I
that
don't buy it.
Everything you say right now will be used as evidence for the inevitable trial.
Yes, I am perfectly aware of that.
I must say, I hate this feeling.
Oh? Is it because I confessed? Or because you've been proven wrong?
Both, I suppose.
Why'd you kill him?
For the same reason as the
you.
one I wrote out in my novel, of course. I did it to exact revenge. I know you haven't figured out the link between the two of us. Had you done so, I'd have been taken away to the headquarters a long time ago. But that
Interesting.
won't stop me from always remembering his grotesque face. After all, he was the one who killed my mother.
Oh.
Your mother is still healthy and well.
Or not.
You know, I was adopted as a child. I was referring to my birth mother.
Oh,
That
okay.
was never recorded in the orphanage's records.
Please forgive a 6-year-old child for concocting some lies to protect himself after watching his mother die right in front of him.
Oh.
So, you're
Can't
not
wait for Chen Yubale's OST. It's gonna be so good. 4.4 is gonna be so good.
Of course not. It was a work of fiction with many embellished parts. But I am indeed the illegitimate son of a wealthy and influential man who abused his power to murder my mother.
Oh.
That part was 100% real.
But the man you killed didn't have a Mora to his name.
He was a hired assassin. An irredeemable beast who sank his fangs into a defenseless woman just for a few bags of Mora.
But if that's really the truth, you wouldn't be telling us any of this now. You still haven't managed to take revenge against your father, the true mastermind behind it all.
I never thought I'd hear that kind of thing from the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
I mean, she's right, though.
I'm simply skeptical about your motives.
It's simple, really. I've grown tired of everything and don't want to shoulder this burden anymore. You may have considered me too soft to pull the trigger. Well, as it
Love
turns
Chinese
out,
music. There's a unique ancient charm to it. I like it. Does it has it? I love the charm it has.
overwhelmed by the aftermath of the murder.
Like I remember like
you're going to
lighting
call a
over
stop to
Dwayne
your
Karst the
revenge,
first
just
time, and
like
I just
that?
like stopped. And I was like,
The
this is
true
magical.
mastermind is too rich and too powerful for me. I've accepted that I will never be able to avenge my mother alone.
And so what?
Oh.
The characters in your book never gave up.
Now, Officer Shovras, I'm the one who has killed a man, aren't I? Are you trying to convince me to commit another crime?
What's your father's name? How do you plan to prove the veracity of all of your claims?
Well, I'd like to speak with you privately.
Sure. Why don't we speak privately at the guard's headquarters?
No, it has to be here. I must ensure that we won't be overheard.
Fine. Let's talk here.
When I said won't be overheard, I meant by anyone. I would like to speak with you and you alone.
We can go somewhere else for now.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Warrior does a lot to try and showcase their homeland and culture. I love it. It is so cool, yeah. And the heritage, yeah, the heritage videos. I love those. All the cool things there.
Let's hear it.
Will you really believe what I'm about to say?
Well, that depends on what you're going to tell me.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Then listen closely.
What did he say?
That's how it's all connected.
So, it seems you believe me after all.
Do you want me to go public with this?
No, of course not. At least, not right now.
Then why did you bother telling me?
You've read my work. What do you think? Even if you were to go public with all of this right now, he'd simply deny everything.
Yeah.
It's been too long. Almost 20 years. Anything that could be used as evidence has long faded away. Even if there might have been a solitary island of truth once upon a time, it has long sunk beneath the waves by now.
Damn.
Justice will never find him.
Not if you don't try.
I know that as the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, you will always stand on the side of justice. But do you really think a cushy life in prison really constitutes justice for him? I bet he could lead an extremely comfortable life in the fortress of Meripede.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
I've been observing you from a distance. Your portrayal of the Musketeer was exquisite. Pull the trigger of justice against him. Let the villain...
Did you see us in the background? Gotta learn
You want me
Paimon.
to let you go so you may complete your revenge?
No, Officer Shavras. I know that would be
We know the Duke mean put some words in, oh yeah.
What I'd like is for you to perform the deed on my behalf.
Oh. Meanwhile, not far away, is it gonna be us?
Oh, Shivers
Yep.
sure is taking her time. What could they be talking about anyway? Oh, Paimon's worried. What if he decided to attack her?
Yeah, I have full confidence in her fighting skills.
You do have a point. Still, do you have any idea who the rich person might be? And why the novelist doesn't want us to hear what he's saying to
Remember what happened to
Shivers?
Dozier? Yeah.
Sorry to keep you waiting, you two.
Hey, how did your talk go?
What should we do next?
I've already sent someone to escort Baptiste back to the headquarters for questioning. He wasn't lying about the musket. It was indeed buried in his backyard.
Okay.
What about the name? Did he tell you the name of the rich guy?
Yes, he did. But for now, I have to return to the Special Patrol. There are still a few loose ends I need to tie up.
Alright. Yeah, it kinda does.
I'll probably be quite busy over the next few days, so apologies if you don't see me on set.
Alright, Paimon understands if you can't tell us everything you know. We'll just keep an eye on the steambird then.
Alright.
Actually, there's still something else I need your help with.
You know the world quest where the Sir Arthur bird, he gets like attacked or something, he's missing? I haven't done that. So for like 2 updates now, he's just been gone for me. So oopsies. It's just all the evidence is still there. I haven't done any of it. And I'm gonna continue the quest. I was gonna stop, but I am gonna continue because, well, I have a lot to do tomorrow, so I don't want to have to do a stream tomorrow too. So we're just gonna get this done today, because that part was also pretty quick. It was like 20 minutes. That quest is something else. I'm so excited to start it then. Yeah, I have not started it yet. Oh, there's still a bit of plastic here. Right. Alright, let's get our map. Let's go to our meeting spots. Yeah, Raya doesn't like people that mistreats people, children, yeah. Because that's what he did. That's why he got thrown in jail at first, because his parents mistreated him, and he was like, So yeah, he has a soft spot there.
Good morning!
Good
We
morning.
were just talking about you. Is Chevres still not joining us today?
Probably not. We haven't seen her either.
Yeah.
Huh? That's such a pity. Director Farina said that we've only got a few small scenes left before wrapping up the entire thing. She even
Imagine
said
what
that
he'll
she'll
do to
get
somebody that
me
murdered
into
child's
the
mother.
scenes
Yeah, that's
so
true.
everyone will have a chance to shine in front
He
of
would
the
not be
camera.
happy about that.
We were also planning on having a victory feast once we're all finished filming. You can join us, right?
Of course. I love food.
Only Chevres was here. I still haven't taken a photo with her.
I'm afraid that can't be helped. Those special patrol folks are like phantoms when they've got a case on their hands.
The March Jose Phantom.
But to be honest, I'm even more concerned by what I read in the Steambird earlier this morning. It said that the killer in the murder case was none other than the author of the Two Musketeers.
That's true.
Oh yeah, I heard about that too. He came forward and confessed his crimes, but gave no explanation as to why he pulled the trigger. We didn't know about this case at all when we joined the film. Is it going to affect the reception of our work?
From a pure publicity standpoint, this will draw a lot more attention to our film. I have to say, though, that no director can be perfectly comfortable with garnering attention through means other than artistic skill.
Yeah.
To be fair, I
Send him
feel
to the
like it's
Archeum
so
room. Oh
wrong
no.
You allowed yourself to be named as the director on our posters.
It's not my fault that I'm super popular. What was that saying again? My popularity has,
Sunk to an all-time low?
spread to the four corners of Tibet.
Cheery. I love her. Where the roses bloom. Still can't believe they have a Guns N' Roses reference as the event. Roses and Muskets, Guns N' Roses. Radioactive rocks, yummy. Eat them up.
Excuse me, everyone.
Hey, Xavier.
Xavier! Feels like it's been ages since we last saw you.
Who's this
I've been
guy?
talking non-stop with the Film Association, and I'm absolutely swamped trying to coordinate the film's marketing. So forgive me for not being around more often, but please believe me when I say that I will make sure everyone's hard work gets the exposure
Fine, just
it
pop
deserves.
rocks. Hopefully just pop rocks.
Yes, that's one way to put it.
Swear for summer events, a patch is upon a welcome to the
And
jungle.
before
That'd
we
be so
begin the
fun.
final round of filming,
Welcome to the
please allow me to
jungle.
finally introduce you to the original investor of our film, Mr. Morris.
Oh, okay.
A pleasure to meet you all.
Yes, glad to make your acquaintance, Mr. Morris. We've heard
You know,
about the issues you've encountered with
why
your
do I have a
financial
feeling it's him?
situation,
He's the rich guy.
and genuinely hope that
Why do I
things
have the
taken a
feeling
turn
it's
for the
him?
better.
It would make
Well,
sense.
The situation has indeed improved somewhat.
Don't worry, Mr. Morris. Accidents and last-minute challenges happen all the time. There's no need to blame yourself over it. The good news is that we're almost done filming now, and I would even say that this is the best story I've ever seen.
Is that so? I see. That's great news.
All right, now that
Yeah,
we've
why is he so
gotten all the
nervous?
pleasantries out of the way, let's get the show on the road. We'll mostly be filming typical people and scenery from the streets today to improve the sense of environmental ambiance in some parts of the film.
Okay.
And there'll be a cameo for Mr. Kamisato and Miss Yoimiya as well. They'll be used to show outsider perspectives on the fates of the two musketeers.
Yeah, Morris is
That's
acting a
right.
bit sussy. I
The
don't
rapper
trust
should be
him.
Here any minute.
I don't
Excellent.
trust him.
Then let's start with the scenery shots.
Don't trust him one bit.
Camera and clapper loader, you're up.
Let's move.
We'll be ready.
Let's move. I'm
Remember,
up.
all we need are some wide zoom shots of the streets.
Okay.
If you happen to find some particularly lovely patches of flowers and grass. Feel free to grab some close-ups of those as well. Ready?
It's just Among Us.
Camera!
I have an Among Us right there. And Among Us on the shelf back there, too.
Okay, now move the camera slowly. Try to focus on that flower. What's wrong? Just adjust the focal length a bit. Something the matter?
Camera seems to be broken.
But wasn't it working fine for all the days before?
Uh-oh.
Veronique, can we try a different camera?
No problem. How about this one?
Uh-oh. Why is my chat not... Why is it saying connecting to chat?
Another try. Lights!
There we go, I'm back.
Action!
Don't know why. I was just being weird for a second. Anyways, we're back. Okay, what's going on?
Don't tell me. This one is broken too?
Abyssa, so no.
Veronique, do we have any other spare ones we can use?
I'm afraid we only brought these two today.
Oh.
What? Then go find a workshop to get them repaired right away.
Which glitching as usual, probably, yeah. The wizard did it. You're a wizardary. It's so powerful, it's affecting your chat. Literally, I was thinking that, like, it happened just as the camera started to glitch. I was like, wait, what?
My apologies for the delay. Is something the matter, Ayaka?
It seems like there are some issues with the filming equipment today. We're stuck for the moment.
I see.
Well, let's not just stand here twiddling our thumbs. Actors, to the makeup booth. We'll start on the next scene as soon
Affecting
as we
my
get
chat, oh
the camera.
no.
The people at the workshop told me that the part which holds the lens in place seemed to have fallen off. That's super strange. It was perfectly fine just yesterday.
Well, no time to dwell on that now. Let's get back to filming.
Interesting.
Quiet on set!
I'm blaming Morris.
Lights! Camera! Action!
By the way, have you heard about that recent murder case?
Yes, I have. It seems that they've caused quite the commotion in the city.
I heard that the chief
I want to see
of the
Farina
guard
meet
was so
Benzine. I
worried
want
about
all the
not
Archons to
catching the
meet.
culprit
It'd be
that
so
he's about to
cool.
explode.
Oh? I find that quite hard to imagine, considering how he already looks most days.
Director, we have a problem.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're in the middle of a take! Couldn't you wait until we wrap
Poor
up
Farina.
this scene?
No, Director, our film, all the finalized film that we've been keeping in the case has disappeared.
Oh, that's not good.
What did you say?
Mr. Bonneau, please take me to where the film was kept right away.
I'm coming too. No, Yoimiya, you have to stay here. Oh.
That's not good at all.
Okay, listen up. Everyone who's not working on this current scene can go with Bonneau to look for the film. Everyone else, stay put and wrap up the scene. Unbelievable. How could all these problems happen in just one day?
I blame Morris. I blame Morris. His fault.
We're back.
How did it go? Did you find the film?
We found it in the sewers.
Huh? In the sewers? Is the film still
That's not good.
We discovered it just in time, so we should still be able to salvage it. The others are checking now to see if we lost any specific scenes.
You scared me for a moment there. I nearly thought we had lost everything. I really don't want to experience that feeling of despair.
Oh, poor Farina.
Okay, but who could have stolen the film and dumped it there?
Morris.
Could it be some competitors working
No,
on
Morris.
other films?
It's Morris. I don't trust him one bit.
To harass us? Why wait until the last day?
Look at him.
Okay, we don't
He's
have
just
time
sitting
to
in the
reinvent
shadows.
it
I don't
right
trust
now.
him one
Let's
bit.
strike while the iron is still hot and wrap this thing up once and for all.
Yeah, let's finish it.
I don't trust him. I don't trust him one little bit. I
would like to officially announce that our entry to the festival, The Two Musketeers, has now concluded
Yay!
filming!
We've done it.